You know what? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, Sunkissed. That's right, Sheepy remembered to press record before anyone reminded him. He's learning. So, welcome to episode number 8. Sorry, I thought I misspelled the title meetings as me-things. I didn't. So let's start off with, in order of appearance, as according to my Zoom, with Josh.
Thanks for that. Normally, is this how you feel, Vandy? Like all the time? When someone says something?
No. According to my Zoom, you were first. Yeah.
What?
Well, that's a lie.
I know it's
hi.
when it's cameras on. That's the thing.
Also, yes. Like a deer in the headlights, all the time.
Yeah. Well, you were eating someone, and then someone's like, "Hey, Vandy." Hi, I'm Josh. I'm Jersh. I have a plaque that says Jersh now, so it's official.
Ooh.
And I'm playing Cass today, who is still in a mood because Sheepy did a thing.
Sheepy did nothing.
Sheepy set up that situation.
Sheepy did set up that situation, but you walked into it.
Ah, I see. The only way to win is to not play the game at all.
Yeah.
I quit then. No.
Oh no! That would actually be the only way to beat me, though. Next up is Hydra / Mac.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm happy to be back. I've been unproductive and I've been playing Bannerlord. Other than that, I'm just looking forward to today, seeing what landmines we get. Who gets the landmines? My money's on Chrys, I think. We'll see. Other than that, let's have a great session. Woo!
Indeed. Next up, Andy.
I would like to start
Fast
off
pass.
by saying, I was actually second in the call today.
Yep,
by
that's very
2
true.
minutes. So, I don't know what this nonsense is with Jersh coming in. No. But hi, I'm Vandy. I'm going to be playing Tess today, as I do every week, and I am in love with a fictional character who is based off a real person,
Tom Nook.
and that's
Inspiration taken from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Natalie Dormer is my kryptonite.
Just don't look at the pictures.
Nope, they're away. They're gone. They're somewhere else. Not gonna deal with that.
Okay. And of course, the last into the call, Tash / Chris.
I was not last. Josh was last.
It's what it says on my Zoom.
You made me turn the camera off. You didn't want to see my face. Okay, this is what I get. This is what I get. I get told to go away. So, just saying. That's why I'm last. I'm offended. Hi, I'm Tash. I'm going to be playing Chrys today, who is going to be outraged the entire session.
I hope
And
you're...
definitely is going to have a really great time and not have any issues today.
I hope you're looking forward to letting down a friend.
It's just my life. Letting people down. Thanks for doing this to me, Sheepy. I
No
could make
problem.
myself cry. Wow. Okay. That's new.
Everyone's really existential today. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It'd
So,
be great.
last episode, Cassius and Tess went to go and see Gimlet, and they made a deal with him that he would work underneath them, gain protection from them, but also contribute to information and whatnot. It would be a partnership, I believe. I don't think it was explicitly stated that he was subordinate, but there was a hint of that. Would that be fair to say?
It was pretty implied.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we walked in there and we're like, listen, bitch.
But he couldn't remember Cassius.
But he maybe remembers me?
He hadn't seen you before.
He hadn't seen me before, but
Yeah.
he did not remember. Oh god.
He remembered Chrys coming in and making a like semi-deal with Chrys to drink, and you know, having a chat, but he didn't remember Cassius at all. Cassius was a little upset by this and tried to make him write down his name, which he thought he did, but he did not. Cassius then, on the way up to somewhere called the Oasis, which I believe Gimlet told you about.
Yeah, he told us about because he wants us to deliver a person
Yep.
to them.
Deliver a person back to them, which was Cassidy, who was a Toreador, or who is a Toreador, and she had been working at Gimlet's butcher shop for a while, taste testing humans to make sure they were safe. On the way back, Cassius, with a little prodding from me, in a very evil sense, went to go check in with Kafka, a Nosferatu, and Kafka did not remember him. With a little bit of a workaround, he managed to convince Kafka that they had met before, because what was the word? I think it was squirrel, wasn't it? The word that Kafka gave you.
It was squirrel.
Squirrel.
Told him to come back in and say squirrel after a minute. He came back in. Kafka didn't remember him again. He said squirrel, and Kafka was like, all right, yeah, no, something weird's going on here. But Cassius said, you know, there's no point in writing down my name because I'll just be forgotten by you again. So Kafka wrote down, find out why the Nosferatu are forgetting. Meanwhile, Mac and Chrys went into the front. Had a chat with a couple of lovely, probably Kindred. Found out a little bit about... now is going to be the point where Sheepy has to remember all of his NPC names.
Roman and
Roman.
Loveless. Loveless
Roman.
was the lady I spoke to,
Loveless was the
I
lady.
call Loveless.
who awed me up,
Yeah, she did.
buttered me all over. But yeah, Roman is the
Not Italian. Man.
non-Italian,
Not Italian.
but could have been worth checking.
You did check, yes. And you have an appointment to meet him the next night, like early on in the night, maybe about midnight, I believe.
Yeah, midnight on the main road.
We've got a landline number. Well, Mac has a landline number though for Loveless. You know, just saying.
And then on the way back, Chrys got a call from two people. One of them was Aiden, who's up in Hunter's Walk at a gym waiting to meet her for a fight. And the other was Jezebel, who wants Chris's help with their prearranged deal, which is down at the bottom in between the maze and Flimbridge. Finally, Cassius and Tess went off to the Oasis Club. They went in there, and they met Lamia. They handed over
Cassidy.
Cassidy, thank you. They handed over Cassidy to Lamia, who went off to shower and was very appreciative of being looked after by mostly Tess, while Cassius worried about people forgetting him. And then, yeah, you met Lamia. Impressively tall, blonde, hair all the way down the back, shaved down one side, like long scale green dress, cut all the way up the leg to the hip.
Okay. Okay. She's hot.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. Fuck. Damn it.
Who then, of course, took them both up to the office to have a chat with them. So you will have both headed up that way. I think, however, we should quickly touch base with Mac and Chrys, because currently Chrys is heading off with heading off to Jezebel to meet her. So at the current moment, Mac, you're kind of sailing in the wind, I guess, as Chrys is heading off.
Yeah. Before Chrys goes to leave, Hey, Chrys. Look, I know you don't want my help or anything, but do you mind telling me roughly where you're going?
South? Why?
Because there's a lot of people to see around here, you know. If maybe I walk you there might be someone else I can go speak to.
Well, I'm going like down past the maze, so.
Right, okay. That could work. Okay, how about this? Your business is your business. I won't interfere with any of that, but how about we go for a little walk together? I'll leave you be. I've got some business I want to scope into. I'll have my phone on me. If anything comes up, I'll let you know. And if you need me, likewise, you let me know. I'll be in the area, but not too close. Okay?
Okay, just don't be, maybe we should be a bit more careful with the whole beating we had at the front. That went great.
Yeah, well, I liked them. But the Malkavian Primogen guy, he's around this area, right? He's looking to set up a meeting with people. I figure it's unlikely that he's gonna wanna, cut my head off the moment I say hey, so I might just swing by and say hello. He's a Malkavian. How bad could he be?
Okay. Okay. If that's what you want to do, I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll just scope it out for a while. I think Cass and Tess are doing something. I don't know. I'll give them a text and tell them where we're going, or where I'm going anyway. And I'll leave you to your mysterious, ominous business. Okay?
We're just out. Yeah. I'll let you know if I need anything.
Sure. You got your phone. I got my phone. I'll see. Well, let's have a nice walk together then.
Why don't we take the Winningmobile?
Yeah, we could. Do you know how to drive?
Do I know? Of course I know how to drive.
Are you old enough to drive?
Are you old enough to drive?
Yes.
Just get in the damn car.
Okay.
Put your seatbelt on.
You want a driving lesson? Oh, okay. Right.
You don't even know how to drive automatic. Bloody Americans.
I'm still getting used to it. One pedal is enough, if you ask me.
Automatics. Oh wait. What?
Incidentally, you have already walked a fair ways down towards the maze. Currently, you're at that crossroads at the edge of what you're currently considering your territory. So it's kind of a T-junction. One goes off towards the maze, one goes down. So you're not, Chrys, you're not that far away from where you need to go meet
Well,
Jezebel.
okay, fine. We won't drive.
We'll
I
walk
wasn't sure
instead.
how far I was going. Fine.
Walking's often more productive. You can take more in,
Slightly more murder potential, but
So yeah,
fine.
For you, Chrys, it's a couple more streets, and then it's a right, and then for you, Mac, depending on where you want to go, it's either a left up towards into the maze, or just carry on down this road.
I'll just head into the maze, I guess, to the area that I assume that this Kale individual is.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off before my actual corner because I don't really want Mac to see everything. I don't know what's gonna be down.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
See you around. Let me know if you need anything.
Bye. Go away. Bye. Go away.
Nice. Kids these days. I'll go off for a walk.
Okay. Cheapy's just tried to find the... Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, cool. So, you wanted to send a message off to Cassius and Tess, correct?
Yes. I'm letting them know where I'm going.
Okay. So, depending on if you hear it, if you have your phones on vibrate or whatever, you will have a message from Mac telling you that he's kind of heading into the maze. He's going to see what he can see about Kale, and that Chrys is going off to meet a friend first.
Okay. I mean, considering if it's coming at the time where we're going into the Oasis.
This would probably be while you're still waiting, you know, so we'd
Oh.
skip back a little bit in time there.
I'd probably just text back, okay, you know, we're headed up to the Oasis.
Okay.
And tell them exactly where that is.
Okay. Let's follow Chrys for a little bit.
Okay, no Doritos for me.
Nice try.
Chrys. A little bit of a ways down the. It's a side road. It's not really a side alley. So you know there are those standard like shops and sometimes houses on both sides. You see walking towards you after a bit, Jezebel. It's about in the area where she said to meet you, and she kind of raises her hand as she's walking towards you. She's dressed in like a fairly circumspect, like, you know, hoodie and jacket, etc.
Hi.
Alright?
Yep, what's going on then?
It's not much. I just need you along for a ride, just as backup. If that's alright with you.
Yeah, am I just looking like business, or are we gonna have to?
No, we just have to drive something a little whiles. We're going out to the city if you don't mind.
I mean, okay, but like, I just, how long for? Do you know?
Oh, not long, just like about 30 minutes out, 30 back.
Do I know what could be that direction? I don't know. No.
The hospital's over. Like the way she's pointing, the hospital's down that
Yeah.
way. But it's the hospital's literally like a 5-10 minute walk that way, so it probably wouldn't be that.
Sure. Let's go then.
All you've got to do is just sit with us, and if anything kicks off, just back us up, okay?
All right. Who else is coming?
Just a couple of the lads. They'll be in the back.
Okay, Jezebel.
Alright, let's go.
It's just a bit sketchy.
Well, what were you expecting?
Bit more information from you sometimes.
We're transporting something for someone. They're going to pick it up. Where are we going? And I wanted someone who could handle themselves, just in case anything went south. I don't think it will.
Let's just go. It's been an evening already.
Alright. And we'll be even after this, so, you know.
Oh, and I brought you some present. And I give her the whiskey bottle.
Oh. Now, I'm going to be driving, but when we get back, we'll crack it open.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that later.
I'll take you back to the caravel. On me.
I do have stuff to do, I'm afraid, after, so I can't really come hang out.
Alright, another time maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want to go for the Riviera.
Is that because you have a meeting to hold up with Aiden, or is that because you don't want to go into that territory?
I don't want to go through the territories.
Yeah, fair enough. So what you find yourselves walking up to is a big kind of, not a full blown truck, you know, with like a trailer and all that type of thing, but you know, kind of like a slightly watered down version of that, like a. Probably about half the size. You know, like it's not one of those detachable ones, but it's got like a cargo bit at the back and everything. There's a couple of guys just finishing up, loading up a couple of crates up into the back of it. And unless there's anything you'd like to say or do, you can just jump in and head off.
No, I don't really. I'm not going to really question it. It's Jezebel.
Okay. But your curiosity is killing you.
Natasha wants to know, but Chris is just like, Jezebel does some shady stuff. Better not to know sometimes.
Yeah, so she gives you a hand up into the front cab. The two fellas jump in the back, close the things. And
Do I know, like, would I know them?
you've seen them, like, maybe not by name, probably more like seen them in the bar.
What are their names? You didn't name them, did you?
Tony and Jim.
Tony and Jim. Okay.
I won't remember that if called on later, just FYI.
I'm gonna write it down for you.
Okay, thank you. And then she reverses out and heads down the maze. You actually probably no, you probably wouldn't pass Mac. He'd probably taken a side by then. But yeah, you head down that same road out of the maze and out of the city and just start heading down countryside. And let's move on over to Tess and Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting, obviously there is, and for this we will need this, but very, very quiet. Probably about there. So in the background you can hear the music of the club, but it's muted, it's muffled. You can talk perfectly well here. Actually, it's probably to the benefit because anyone trying to listen at the door is just going to hear club music. It's going to be very difficult to hear a conversation. It's quite well planned out in terms of, you know, clandestine meetings.
That's awesome.
And Lamia kind of shows you to a couple of seats. There's like a big glass round table. There's underneath the table, the thing holding it up, like the stool part of the table, is like, looks maybe like brass or bronze or something. And it's an image of like a wave of people just holding up this glass. And there's a couple of chairs on one side. Lamia sits down on the other side in another chair, crosses her legs.
It's a very nice table.
Does she do a fatal attraction?
She does not do a fatal attraction, but you know, she does kind of like twitch the skirt over her leg, so it's like almost perfectly half going all the way up of the skirt.
So, Lamia.
Yes.
My name is Tess. This is Cassius. We brought back your friend, employee?
Cassidy.
We brought her back on behalf of Gimlet to repay a favor he owed you?
Yes.
All right. And what kind of establishment is the Oasis? It definitely seems like the kind of place that I would quite enjoy.
Well, it's what I'm intending it to be is a place for people like us to come and relax without fear of anything. Part of the reason I agreed to that little creature, Gimlet's proposal, was because I wanted Cassidy to see how he ran things so I could do things similar here.
I see. Well, healthy competition is always good to keep business, I'm sure.
Well, I'm hoping that the allure of the ability to feed without worry will keep things peaceful. I don't really have the muscle to enforce that properly. And she looks at Cassius and winks, like, just like kind of slow, languid wink.
She probably noticed that he wasn't really paying attention until she looked at him,
Mhm.
and then he was just like, yes, I was listening.
And what happens if certain more territorial groups encroach on where the Oasis is?
She like leans forward and you get kind of this waft of like really expensive perfume come in like straight up your nostrils. I would use my charms to win them to my side. I
You and I are
assume
definitely more similar than I anticipated then.
the two of you aren't looking to take over my club.
No, we are we do have a bit of property, I suppose, that encompasses Gimlet's establishment. And I can assure you it will not be looking as desolate as it is now.
Well, that's good. I couldn't even bear to step my feet in there.
Neither could I. It was a bit of a shock to me when I saw Cassidy in her state, and I am very upset that she was not treated with the same respect that you treat your folk.
Well, Gimlet has an issue with kindred like us. And she looks
so?
at both of you.
How so?
Well, you know of Gimlet's clan, I assume.
Yes.
Make a guess.
And they aren't the most attractive. They don't appeal aesthetically.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Which is why he has been looked down on from time to time. Whether that's right or not. But I think he took that chance to get a little bit of payback. Cassidy's strong. She can deal with it.
It's unfortunate. No one should have to be treated that way. Least of all, someone who comes from a decent pedigree.
Agreed.
Now, you still intend on being an independent establishment, I assume.
If I can get away with it.
And what if there was a way to ensure better safety, not maybe a two-factor, call it, your charms and perhaps some additional muscle?
She like reaches forward slowly and like grabs you and like touches your arm and like squeezes it slightly. Are you offering to be my muscle?
Oh, that's very sweet, but no, not me. We do have some muscle of our own.
Interesting. And she leans back now and looks over at Cassius. Cassius, was it?
Yes. Hello.
Would you be a lamb and get me a drink? And she is going to use entrancement on you.
I'm just gonna shoot a glance over to Cassius and see what he does, I guess.
I'm gonna resist it.
Yep, that's understandable.
I don't know how to do that though.
I am just bringing that up now. Entrancement is you resist it with composure and wits.
Could be worse.
And she uses charisma and presence.
Oh,
Seems
you are
like
so
I might be
fucked.
at a slight disadvantage here.
And she does have awe on as well.
Do our Oz cancel each other out?
It would depend how strong your ores are, really.
Fuck.
Mm. I don't have any modifiers to this yet. So I guess I'm gonna go get her a drink.
Oof. You can reroll too if you'd like. I'm not sure it's like the most.
I'm not going to re-roll that. It's no point. Fucking.
That's a crit.
That's woof.
So I feel like now is a good moment just to remind people of one of the powers, entrancement. Why not? So you need to win a charisma versus, charisma presence versus composure wits. The effects last for roughly 1 hour plus 1 hour per point of margin on the win. So this would last for 8 hours.
7 hours.
She
The
got a
margin
crit.
is 6.
She got a crit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, right.
Oh, great. This is. So he was moody, and now he's moody and horny.
Well, so what this is it's not really love and it's not really lust. All that you want to do, Cassius, is make her happy. That's as long as it isn't suicidal, or as long as it isn't against the interests of loved ones and friends, etc. So if she was like kill Tess, you'd resist that and you wouldn't do that. But if it's like, could you get me a drink? You're like, fuck yeah, I'd love to get you a drink. Best drink ever.
Yeah. What do you want?
Surprise me.
Absolutely.
You can just
Be right back.
go around the back of the bar and...
Good idea. He gets up and he leaves.
Yep.
That's the happiest I've seen him all day.
I like to make people happy.
Hmm.
So, Tess, how can I make you happy?
Well, a few ways. And I'll kind of grab her hand, the same hand that grabbed my arm, and I'll just kind of look at it like if it has rings or whatever, and just kind of toy around with some of them.
Yeah.
Well, for one, I like to ensure the safety of my coterie. That makes me very happy. I also like to ensure that we are well informed and that everyone within our circles is equally as informed and fed.
Okay.
Safely fed.
Well, sounds like with gimlets you have at least one of those things.
Hmm.
Although I wouldn't completely trust him.
Enlighten me.
Well, he's a Nosferatu. That's it.
Hmm.
They're always looking for an angle, a way out, a way in, a way past you.
And what makes you happy?
I like running the club. I like seeing beautiful people here. Talking, flirting. It's always so interesting to see. Don't you think?
I'll admit it's been a while since I've been to a nice establishment, seeing as mine has been taken over by someone I'd rather not interact with.
Really?
But yes, it's unfortunate. Hmm.
Is it anywhere I know?
Swift's Bar, if you've heard of it.
Yes.
My
Never
old
been
stomping
there.
grounds.
It's a little bit niche for me. Doesn't suit my
Yes.
tastes.
Yeah, it's definitely niche, but I'm lucky enough that it was my niche. But no longer a safe one, unfortunately.
Yes, who's up there? I think it's Calig, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Talia.
Mm-hmm.
I've spoken to them both.
Do they frequent your bar?
No, they send people down every now and then. They're both trying to persuade me to join them against the other. It's very boring, but the attention
As
is
they
nice.
would. Hmm. You haven't gotten any attention from Kale as well, have you? Seeing as you'd be right in the middle of all three.
He did ask me if I would host a meeting.
Interesting.
Neutral ground, as it were.
Hmm. A meeting between all the heads of each area, I'm guessing.
He was still finding out who has risen to the top, but Calig, Talia, Kale, Gorban. He was hoping all four of them could at least get together and agree not to stir things up too much.
And what of the wilds? They're a little further out, but I can only imagine, since they have such a large property, that they would want to be included.
I knew a couple of people from the Wilds before they became the Wilds, before all of this crazy nonsense happened. And they find it difficult to get along. Or agree. Or do anything besides defend their territory.
Ah, so I've noticed. I had a couple interactions with them as well, and they're like a pack without a leader. It's
Or like a pack
shame,
with
really.
7 leaders.
Or 7, yes. They'll have to fight it out between them before anything settles down, I suppose. Well, we are established in the southern area in Flintbridge. And if ever, well, I suppose you don't need any more people offering you safe haven, but if ever you find the 3 powers around you become just a little too much to deal with, or you find it too boring, perhaps you can come have some fun with us.
That is a very kind offer. And very quickly, Cassius, You're mixing a drink. What are you doing here? There's like whole, as I said, last episode, like there's a whole load of like mixers and spirits and shots and all that stuff in there.
He
Is looking up drinks.
Yes. Gets a tumbler. Puts a very large piece of ice in it. Couple of dashes of brown sugar. Couple of Angostura bitters.
Mhm.
Slices off a piece of orange peel. Twists it. Burns it. Puts it on top of an old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned, nice. So what I will offer here is, if you like, you can make an acceptable old-fashioned. If you'd like to roll for it, you may also do that, but there will be a wider margin of failure and success.
Depends on the roll, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's a choice of whether you would like to roll for it or just make an acceptable old-fashioned. It
Yeah.
would be... You know what? It's going to be dexterity etiquette.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that, but I feel like I should do it for old times. So
Well,
yeah.
and also she did crit, so you are probably wanting to,
Try hard.
try hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna roll it. I don't have any bonuses to this, surprisingly.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what's my etiquette? No, that wouldn't count. Unless she's really into books. Let's just roll it.
Damn!
3 successes
3 successes, very nice.
on 3 dice.
On 3 dice. And a 10 as well. I mean, it's not 2, but still, it was close.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was a reasonably low bar, so...
Appropriately, they are all hunger dice, which in this case I think count as thirst dice, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you make a pretty good old-fashioned, actually, if you do say so yourself.
To the best of my abilities.
And you start bringing it back up the stairs. And Tess, Lamia, like, kind of leans forward, puts her fingers like that, looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to extend the same invitation to you. If you would like to come here and live with us, you are most welcome.
It's very kind.
I'm sure she'd love that.
Did Cassius say that?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so Cassius, like, walks in, puts the... Thank you, Cassius. Very kind.
Yeah, I put down a black square napkin first, obviously, then put down the drink.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Put it
she
over the
she
table,
she
yeah.
like picks up the napkin with the drink and starts drinking it.
I'm sure I would very much enjoy that. Obviously, my duties lie with my coterie first. But I'm sure we could work something out. Either in the future or... Has anything been troubling the Oasis as of late? I can imagine with the... with Kale trying to set up a meeting, that things haven't been quiet.
No, even the regular kine who visit here, they are also riled up at the moment. I think maybe they can feel the unrest, possibly. I'm not really sure. But there have been more fights than usual. More, scuffles.
How about this? We do have a couple members who, for lack of better words, are excellent muscle. How about they work here? A couple nights a week. Just making sure things are safe, maybe on the busier nights. And in return, if there's any information that comes in regarding either of the three entities around, then perhaps we can share. We'd also be happy to give you a bit more information on our side, on Flintbridge as well.
Well, I'm always happy to share. How about you give me him every now and then? And obviously she's pointing at Cassius.
He's not really our muscle, but
He looks like someone who can look presentable while also holding his own.
I'm a man of many talents.
I believe that. And in return, I would be willing to help you if you are looking to expand your toolset. How's your kissing?
Excuse me?
How do you kiss?
With my I haven't
Answer, really.
actually. Okay, Cass, dial it back about 20%. I haven't in a while. Suppose it's been very, very busy, very chaotic. Not as many people to kiss, if you know what I mean.
And you don't want to kiss the wrong one. It's true.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, if you would like some tips and some help on how to get people to do what you wish, I could maybe instruct you.
Might actually take you up on that. Plus, it sounds like it could be fun. But do I notice that Cass is definitely under?
It would have been such a shift that you would have definitely noticed.
Oh yeah. He's no longer like
He's not moody, grumpy.
in his own head.
Yeah.
He's paying attention now.
Interestingly, like, tell me if I'm off base here. I kind of feel like Cassius maybe would have like walked over to Lamia's side when he came back. Put the drink down. He's got like standing there next to her.
Feel like he's at least sitting 1 or 2 seats closer.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
It does sound like fun, although if you'll forgive me for being so forward, I will have to wait until your effects have worn off on Cass.
Oh, my effects never wear off.
You
Oh, I'm
taking it with
sure.
me?
Sit down.
Never heard of asking politely.
Please.
Gets you all sorts of places.
Cassius, please feel free to sit down.
Thank you.
And, well, I think at the very least, we don't have any issues between us starting off.
No,
So-
actually, this is great.
I think it's a good starting point for a relationship.
I think so too. Tell you what, I'll swing back around, probably within the next couple days, and we can strike up a deal, a proper one. If Cass is willing, which I'm sure at the moment he is absolutely, to come by every so often. And in return, yes, you could teach me. Exchange of information, I suppose, would be within that realm as well.
Wonderful. And as you are still talking, you can hear like a kind of scuffle, some swearing, some like pushing, etc. And she looks over to Cassius and says, Cassius, could you go calm them down, please?
Absolutely.
Oh, this I gotta see.
Cassius, you
Yes.
have at your disposal, after some studying, a new ability.
Hooray.
Yep.
Just let me spend that XP quick.
And, oh, well, you're trying it out for the first time. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
It's about mastering it, right?
Yeah. He goes up, he takes a look at where these people who are having some sort of
Yeah,
confrontation.
it's posturing mostly. They're kind of squaring up. There's a bit of kind of, pushing and shoving, but it hasn't escalated yet.
All right, I go over. And who looks the angriest?
Can we see this, by the way?
You can step out and like it's kind of like down a set of metal stairs. You can stand at the top of it and see it easily enough.
Okay, yeah, because I kind of just want to lean against the side and just watch Cass work.
Yeah.
If it works.
Lamia will join you and put her hand like on the side of your hip and her chin just resting on the back of your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the left, Cassius, is a bit more like his face is more contorted. You can almost feel the anger of him.
Yeah, okay. I go over. I activate Orth.
Yep.
So they're more likely to look at me. And I say, excuse me, gentlemen, what seems to be the problem?
And they both kind of whirl around at you and he's like, do you work here?
Sure.
Well, this guy just spilt his drink on me, so I'm gonna fucking nut him, alright?
How about calm the fuck down? And I'm gonna just straight up use Quell the Beast,
Okay.
which is a roll that I can't remember.
You are good. I will get to it momentarily.
Hang on,
Quell
it
the
is
Beast is...
Charisma animalism.
Charisma animalism.
And got 2 successes there. That's not good.
You got none.
Oh, hang on. I need to rouse. I don't get hungrier.
You don't get hungrier, and you succeed. So, his eyes dull. His entire body just kind of goes mostly limp. And he's just,
I've got an idea. 2 of you go over to the bar, buy yourselves new drinks.
This will be charisma persuasion for the other one if you don't want to quell the beast on him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do charisma persuasion to make sure
Okay.
he doesn't kick off. And an extra one for 4 successes.
That is enough, yes. The other guy kind of like looks at the one over there. He's like, sure, I'll just go get a drink.
Good idea.
Thank you. And the other guy's just standing there, just like completely slack jaw, and
I put my hand on his shoulder, turn him round, and push him at the bar.
he just kind of stumbles and walks. He just kind of, as when he gets to the bar, he just kind of feet kind of knock the bar, and then he just stands there.
I turn around. I'm assuming Lamia and Tess are on a balcony of some description.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you can see them. Like Lamia's wrapped a little bit around Tess.
I look up and I wink at Lamia.
She blows you a kiss, just like.
Impressive.
I go straight back up.
Suppose you can teach a dog new tricks.
And he did it with class. That's what I like.
He's definitely the less confrontational type. That was well done. Good job, Cass.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose that proves his ability. Now it's just a matter of will. We'll certainly discuss it and meet back up in a couple days.
Of course.
But I think this will go well.
Yes. Well, it has been a literal pleasure to meet both of you. Tess, I hope to see you very soon.
Oh, you will.
And Cassius, for the next little while, be happy. You did a good job.
Oh, glad to hear it.
And she comes over and gives you a peck on both cheeks. Goes over to Tess, peck on both cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just swishes back into her office.
All right, come on. Let's go. We're gonna
We
go
have
home.
to go.
Just a little note for you, Cassius, that you may have to take on board. She told you to be happy. And
Yep.
you want to make her happy, you know, so, like, just take that how you will, but for the next, like, fair few hours.
Mind if I stay here?
Kind of, yeah. We need to go. But we'll be back. And I'm sure that will make Lamia very happy.
I should go see Conan.
We should go see Conan.
Let's do that.
Sure. We'll swing by and then head home.
Nice. Okay. Incidentally, Cassius, Josh, you may now spend the XP on Subsume the Spirit.
Quell the beast. Subsume the spirit.
Oh yeah,
is
sorry.
Slightly
Quell
different.
the Beast. Subsume the Spirit's different.
That's for later.
That's for later. And just so you know, Vandy, she's offering to teach you entrancement.
Okay, because I have Awe and Lingering Kiss is...
Yeah. What she was
that the
asking.
third one?
Yeah, it's the third one.
Okay.
What she was asking was like, how, can you do the kiss? That
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can do. And but I do enjoy how much it rattled you when you were like, what?
Like, whoa. Sure. Yeah. Okay. It probably, like, I knew what you meant, but it
Yeah.
definitely would have thrown Tess off. Like, she'd
Yeah.
be like, whoa. Okay.
And that's why Lamia did it. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like her. She's good. But yeah.
Yeah, me too. For now.
Yeah, Cassius is
Alright.
probably gonna be pissed once he comes out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, this is going to be a lot easier for us to enjoy our night, isn't it, Cass?
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't.
Wasn't she lovely?
Yes, yeah. Surprisingly, erudite, very elegant.
How surprisingly. Look at the establishment she's in.
A lot of people can be coarse and aggressive with their diplomacy. This was nice.
Very
no.
quickly, where are you two headed now? What's the plan?
I think the plan would probably be go to the woods.
Go to the woods, go see Conan and etc. Alright, if you'd like to just go through anything before you get there, Sheepy needs to go to the loo. So.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna, just have this conversation now so that we can have a comparable one later, but you would want to go and work a little bit at the Oasis?
Depends on the kind of work. But yeah.
Basically what you did.
Yeah, I mean, bouncing's easy. Just looks scary.
I don't know if that looked very scary, but you definitely made it look easy, which is great. And it would be much to my benefit if we did continue going back there, but
that's a nice bonus then.
It's in such a prime spot in the city.
Yeah. It'll be a shame when she ousts Gimlet, but some things can't be helped.
Well, if we can take a page from her book, maybe we can make Gimlet a comparable entity, establishment. Maybe not as, carefree or bar-ish, maybe a little bit more lounge-ish. We'll see.
I'll leave the aesthetics in your department. I think...
As you should.
Gimlet will... thank us? Who fucking knows?
Well, he'll have to if he wants to stay within this area that we have.
How happy he'll actually be about it. But whatever, we'll deal with that when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more worried about the front. At least we've exchanged words with Gimlet.
Just very quickly. Mac, I assume you would have sent them some basic details on the front, so when you check your phones, you will have,
Yeah, I probably would have said set up meeting tomorrow.
with Roman, yeah.
Yeah.
At least we have a meeting with them.
Okay. If they're willing to meet, then they're willing to meet. I think just by virtue of being so close to us, and apparently it's more than just one person like Gimlet is, probably the most dangerous to us right now. I'll think about that tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's go check on a dog.
Yeah. He seems to be having a good time.
Okay, and you start walking off. Now, my question is, do you follow the same route back, I would assume, as you followed there?
Well, we have my car. So...
Oh, yeah, that's right, you did drive them. Okay.
Yeah, so we could... Okay, Tango, alright. We could go to the outer part and drive around, possibly.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's like past the encroaching wilds, right?
No, it's on the bottom, the south side of the
Oh.
river.
Yeah.
It's that little square
okay.
in the trees.
Then we can just drive through Flint Bridge and just go there.
Okay. Yeah, but it won't take you long. I just, just in case you wanted to head like through any territories or whatever along the way.
We'll avoid it for now.
Fair enough. You've had a very stimulating day already.
Wow.
Oh, Dingle, why you gotta be like that? Kill it.
So, Chrys, we'll just check in with you very quickly because you are on your way in the truck. Jezebel has been just talking, nothing too interesting, just talking about customers that come in and a couple of fights that have broken out, but she dealt with it, all that type of thing.
Okay.
So we will come back to you unless you want to bring up anything or talk about anything specific.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Doing okay.
I'll let you'll be getting to the she'll let you know it's a little bit more and you'll get to where you're going. So let's switch on over to Mac.
Hey, how you doing? So, Mac's ambition is to find where Kale is and also, if possible, to have a quick word.
Okay. So, heading on into probably about there. Heading into the maze. The kind of the general territory that you understand that Kale has put his influence upon. Are you looking to be obvious? Are you looking to be
Obvious.
Subtle? Obvious. Okay.
Obvious. Just walking, looking like someone looking. Looking like someone that doesn't want to be hidden, at least.
Yeah.
Just checking the places I would expect, looking for. I'm assuming that Mac had no obvious intel on where one would find Kale. It's not like, he's in XYZ. Yeah.
It's the type of thing that would be kept. That's the type of thing everyone wants to know about every territory. Where's the big guy staying, that kind of thing.
For sure. In that case, I will be walking around looking for someone that looks like they might be worth talking to.
Kind of main streets, as obvious as possible that you're like.
Yeah, main streets, assuming I don't run out of places to look, and then say main streets first and then back streets after. But I'm assuming for a Primogen, it's not going to be too.
Well, he wasn't. He wasn't actually a Primogen.
Potential Primogen.
He was in the running and he was being considered, yes.
I'm assuming he's not hiding away somewhere. So I'll start with the obvious and then back alleys if need be.
Okay. Roll me a... I think wit streetwise. And for this role, are you looking to be noticed and approached, or are you trying to see them before they see you type thing?
Noticed and approached.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I see them first, that would do. I'll take the extra 3 dice.
Okay. Do a reroll willpower. It's an extra success. Yeah, you're walking down kind of the main streets, and like fairly quickly a man in suit, tie walks up to you, kind of like, you're walking down the street. There's a few people about. you know, like usual in the early hours, there's not that much activity, and he kind of like just walks towards you and then stops a little bit in front of you.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you today, sir? Anything I can help you with?
Oh, just doing the rounds, making the patrols. Saw you, figured we might need to talk.
We can certainly do that. Mac Marlowe, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Savante.
Savante. Nice name. Where's it from?
Spain, I assume.
Oh, nice. As long as it's not Italy. So, I'm somewhat new to the current situation. I'm looking for a friend around here. Mr. Kale, I believe.
Interesting. And if I knew such a person, what would your interest be in them?
I would like to help him. I'm a PI, a dick. Happy to help. Need some work. Pass the time, you know. And yeah, I got my own interests too, but I figure he sounds like a busy guy right now, ambitious, and sounds like he maybe needs a bit of help too.
And you represent yourself?
And a few others.
We talking up in Hunter's Walk, over the river?
Now, we're this side of the river. Friendly bunch. You ever heard of a man named Winnie?
I have.
Friend of mine. Was he a friend of yours?
He was a friend of everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So, that makes us friends, right?
We'll see. Tell you what, you happy to wait here for 5 to 10?
5 to 10. Where am I stood currently? Am I like in the...
Yeah, just in the like you've been walking down the street.
Sure, why not?
I'll be back momentarily.
Okay. Can I eyeball him before he goes, just to see if he's bringing a lynch mob to burn me at the stake?
Sure. You won't get your bonus from lie detector
Okay.
because technically, you like even if he's lying, he'd have
It's fine.
you know what I mean. Like
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. So wits insight?
Wits inside, yes.
I did a thing.
You don't see any like hidden aggression or ill intention. Most likely, you assume he's just going to make sure that his boss is okay with meeting you or whatever.
Okay. Nothing devious. Fine by that. Yep.
Okay.
Fine. I'll hang tight. Just hanging out in the obvious.
You're happy just kicking against a wall and...
Exactly. I'm just going to be humming a 1960s swing tune to myself.
something like this.
Pretty much, yeah. I might up the beat a little bit. A few
Sure,
more,
we can up the beat.
RPMs, but... Dun-dun-dun-dun-bum. Dun-dun-dun-dun-bum.
Bit better?
Yeah, I'll tap my feet and sort of... That'll do. Yep.
Is it a bit too mellow still? We could up the beat a little bit.
I would probably up it a little bit more for what I'm humming.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It reminds me of Jungle Book in the best possible way. Like, there's a bit of like a King of the Swingers vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mac's basically humming and tapping his foot to this.
I mean, you're
10
singing
minutes.
along to the music.
Yeah.
So 5 to 10 minutes pass. We're probably closer to 10. And you see him cut back out the same alleyway where he was before, and notice you. You probably just moved back and kicked against a wall. Kind of leaning on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks over, says, "Nice song."
Yeah, it's catchy.
It's got a good beat.
Yep, that I do. So, we good?
Yeah. Sure. The boss. Apologies. Kale says he will meet you.
Wonderful. I will meet him.
Come along
After
with
you.
me.
I tell you what, this song reminds me of something from Snatch. Like,
Yeah.
it could easily fit into Snatch, which is my favorite film of all time.
That's
So
great,
right now,
great film.
I'm bawling. This is amazing. All right. Sweet.
And he's, unless you talk to him, he's quiet. He's going to lead you for about 10 minutes.
I'm going to keep humming the tune as we go.
He's humming it too.
Nice. The two of us will just continue humming then. We
But,
don't really
like-
need to exchange words.
From what you can tell, and I'll go off that previous insight, like, he's humming it to the sound of the music in your head.
Yeah. I got the impression he can hear the music, or
He's doing
Yeah.
it kind of absent-mindedly, like
Yeah.
he's not thinking about doing it, kind of thing.
Yep. I'm down with that.
Oh, I totally should have called him Bullet Tooth Tony. Sorry, I just
Tony.
I just missed out on that opportunity.
Oh well.
And then he takes you to this kind of like rent a video store, you know, like right out of the 90s. It's like a side opens up this side door and kind of opens it for you to go in.
Did you say video rental store?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like video rental, game rental, etc.
Yeah,
It's one of those, like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'll be out here.
I'll be going inside. Have a nice evening.
Yourself as well. Maybe turn the music down a little bit.
Sure.
Thank you.
Is that a little bit better for you?
Yeah. It's hard to concentrate.
Yeah, I know. All right. See you around. I'll walk inside.
Okay. There's like a door to the side, but it's very clearly like, you know, like the other side of employees only type thing, and then there's stairs that go upstairs.
No employees inside? Like, I don't get eyeballed by anyone?
No, it's literally just like a stairway that goes up.
Okay. And I assume there's DVDs to rent as well?
Yeah, probably on the other side of the door.
Okay.
There are a few boxes underneath the stairs, but they're not opened. They just...
I've gone in the back. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll just go straight up.
Okay.
I won't look at the DVDs.
You go up the stairs, and then just come out into kind of like a fairly open office-style area. There's just one guy sitting at the end of the room, behind a desk.
That Mr. Kale over there?
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Look, I don't want to keep you. Mac Marlowe, I don't know if your friend said much about me.
Just that you were representing a group, maybe, and you wanted to meet me?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I'll make this quick. I don't
No,
want to keep...
it's fine. All the time in the world to meet people. Hello.
Hello. I've got to say, this is a nice place, but when was the last time anyone rented a video?
Why'd you have to say it?
Well, that was just a question, really.
So instead of I have to say, you could say I have a question.
Well, I did have a question, yes. Good
Okay,
point.
what's your question?
My question. What's your question?
Currently? Oh,
Yeah.
how to organize people with massive egos to all get together in the same room and talk everything out?
That is the question.
That's a question. It's not the question.
No, but that's what I'd like to help you with.
Right. So you're going to do that? Oh,
Well,
thank
I
you
was
very much.
thinking
I don't
about
even
it.
have to do anything. Wonderful.
Well, you might have to because I'd like to be, compensated for it. So you might have to do something.
So you want money?
Maybe. What do you wanna
Okay,
give
that's
me?
fine with me. I've got money.
Doesn't have to be money. You got anything else?
No, I'm good with money.
Money's okay, but
Money it is then. Wonderful. How much?
okay, I'll take money. I don't know. What do you think's a fair price?
£1,000?
That's a lot. How much can you afford, really?
Oh, well, I can afford more than that.
Well, I think we should up it a little bit then.
Well, you said it was too much. Should I down it? 500?
Well, I didn't know you could afford it to begin with, but now I know you can. I'm thinking like.
So you charge based on how much someone can afford? Doesn't seem like a wonderful business model, but it's interesting, certainly. All right.
It works for me. Okay.
How about
so-
5,000?
Yeah, that sounds better. We can
Okay,
work
yeah,
with
let's
that.
do 5,000.
Okay.
All right, here you go. Just like smacks down a wad of
Nice.
notes.
So,
Well, thank you very much. It was a good meeting.
It was very, very nice. I feel like this has been very, very good.
I'm
anything-
happy.
Anything else I can help you with?
No. I mean, that's what I needed done. I wasn't expecting someone to come in and offer to do it for me, but thank you very much.
Well, how much are you expecting to get done?
About £5,000 worth.
Okay, well, I can probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could probably do that. Any deadline at all? Like, do you have like a time scale you're working with?
As soon as possible would be lovely.
As soon as possible, right? Okay, that's good. And you need everybody, just the nice ones.
As many as possible. £5,000 worth. How about that?
£5,000 worth.
Yeah.
Right. How much is one worth then? That's the question too.
Well, and also it depends on how difficult they are and how big they are.
True. So the price obviously varies on the person in question.
Exactly.
Okay. Fine.
We'll need to find a metric.
We'll have to do that once we've.
How about
looked at this.
centimeters?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're big
So
on
about
centimeters
6
over
or
there.
7 centimeters each, I'd say.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, maybe for the larger ones, that will go up to 10, maybe 12 centimeters.
That could work.
Okay.
Okay, sure. I've got some friends.
Me too.
Good. We both got friends.
Yeah.
So, would you like to meet my friends, or are you like? We don't have to do that.
I'm happy, sure, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
When, now?
Or soon. I don't know.
Okay.
Any like time scale you'd like to go with, or
No?
no? Cool. I'll think about that then. I don't suppose you have a phone, do you?
Oh, hundreds.
Good. Do any of them have numbers?
I assume most of them have numbers.
Good. Do you have one that you like to use?
Oh, I don't use phones.
No, I thought so. Do you have a landline though?
No.
Oh, okay. I know someone- No.
Savante, downstairs. I'm sure he can give you a number. Is
He
this
has a
to contact me, or are you just inquiring
Yeah.
after my numbers?
To contact you
Okay.
with the centimeters.
Right, yes.
Okay. Good.
Did you have a question?
Yes.
Did I answer it?
Yes.
Jolly good then. Have a nice
And
day.
Did I answer your question?
Not yet.
Oh. Would you like that soon, or should we get back to you on that?
As soon as you can.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Right. Well, have a nice evening. It was nice meeting you.
Have a nice day, Mr. Marlowe.
You too, Mr. Kale.
Roll me a wits awareness.
That'll do.
You can see him tapping his foot in time to the music.
Nice. Hey, do you mind turning the volume down a little bit? It's a bit hard to concentrate.
Apologies.
That's okay. Right. Have a nice evening.
You too.
I'll just stroll out.
Okay. And then down at the bottom of the stairs, Savante is there. Go all right, did it?
Yeah. do you mind if we exchanged numbers? I'm doing a little bit of work for the man upstairs, and
Yeah, you let me know. Sure.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of kerfuffle getting back and forth. So, he's going to want to know about the centimeters and everything. So,
Yeah.
here's I've got a business card here somewhere. If you need anything, or if he needs anything, if he has another question, if he changes his mind about the answers, just
Absolutely. And he
sounds good.
hands over phone.
Right. I'll be back sometime. So
Love that film.
it's good. As soon as possible, in fact. Right. Well, have yourself a nice day and
Night.
yes, true. That's it's taken a while to stick in that.
It's
Yeah,
one
no.
of those things.
Yeah, I know. Expressions, eh? They're a little bit we need some new ones. We'll work on that.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. Have a
Don't
nice evening.
forget to whistle while you work.
Always
And have a
do.
good night.
Yeah, you too. Peace. Ding ding. I'll stroll out humming my tune.
So, how did that go for you back?
I actually feel like Mac enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to meeting a Malkavian.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that's just me out of character enjoying it and how much in character enjoying it. It's like the two are getting blurred right now.
Sorry,
'Cause-
I love Malkavians. I like playing them.
Yeah, that was great fun. I think Mac did genuinely enjoy it, but was also trying to follow his train of thought and keep up with it. But
Like Mac and Kale have very different demeanors and trains of thought and ways of seeing
yeah,
things.
Mac was having to make a lot of assumptions as to what he meant and not be confused and just go with it. But he's fine with that.
I think it's probably the first Malkavian that Max actually met, and
yes, in a word.
so it was probably like a bit of a. It was probably a bit of an experience that he wasn't expecting to, to look for.
Yeah, I think it'd leave with the impression that actually he had stuff in common with that guy, but didn't know how to articulate it just yet. But he was like, oh, okay, so I'm one of them. Okay, cool.
And also, you got to see the weirdness from the outside for once, which is
Yeah,
is
exactly.
fun.
It was just like, so that was different.
So that's how people find out, like interacting with me. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, cool. I will just send a quick text message to the group. Got 5K, gonna do some work. Kale's nice. What's the question?
What is the question? Can I just say how difficult it was to play Kale while you three dicks were laughing in the background?
Okay,
Sorry, but
but
that's your fault.
Oh my god, it was too ridiculous. I can't believe this just happened.
Yeah.
it was kind of amazing. And I just sat there and I was like, wait a second. I was mostly rolling my eyes at Mac, just be like, yeah, sure, 5K, I'll go.
Wait,
I'll go
you
kill
can
it.
afford 1,000? Let's make it higher. Oh.
Is that how you do business? We'll do business that way. Okay, let's do that. It's like they're on speed.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
The ramifications of this.
Malkavians are on such a different wavelength, and they assume everyone's with them. It's so much fun.
Fuck! Once I get that text, though, I will definitely text him back, be like, 5K what?
Centimeters. But for the moment, I've got money.
Speak straight, Mac.
I've got
What's going
money.
on?
5G. I'll just call them at this point.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
We're probably in the car on the way still to
Yeah.
to the forest, right?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right. So
What
I
do
met
you
Kale.
mean 5 grand? Where did you? What?
I got $5,000. I got paid up front. I'm gonna go speak to some people, organize this meeting that everyone's going to. I've got
Are
some.
you fucking kidding me?
I'm a PI. It's what I do. Talk to people.
Is that what you do?
I don't think that's
Sometimes.
what you do.
No, not usually, but I will do as of now because it
I
pays
feel-
quite well.
I feel like that's more of Tess and my domain.
Well,
Really?
you
It's-
can
it's
feel free to
fine.
help.
It's-
We can all pitch in. So I've got $5,000 right here in my hand. It smells fresh. So
We already have a location for the meeting, so that's already been set.
nice, cool. So I got some people to speak to. We have a meeting tomorrow with Roman. We need to talk about that. We'll wait till Chrys gets back. And I'm just gonna walk back to our place. How about I meet you back there?
We're going to the forest briefly, but we'll be back after. Sure.
I'll take the long way around. It's cool.
Okay.
I just hope I don't get mugged.
Pick up burgers, please. Click.
Sure. I'll ask if they have change for 5G.
It's not 5G nodes.
Full, just yes. Here you go.
Mac is gonna go and order a burger and slam the $5,000 down on the desk and be like,
it would be 50s probably.
I need all the cheeseburgers, please.
I don't think you heard me.
All of the cheeseburgers.
All of the cheeseburgers.
And I will go and buy like £50 worth of fast food.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I'm
'Cause
just
that's
gonna be a
one
sec.
note.
Happy.
I'll just give them one note and be like, how many happy faces can I get with this?
So apparently this is the Tess redemption for everyone. Just like get it, giving Tess a nice episode. everything
I am.
everything she
going
wants is just
easy.
going to her.
It's so easy. I got a hot woman and possible advancement. I got like money / burgers. Yeah, I'm good.
You got glomped on by said hot woman.
Mm-hmm. I also have Cassius, who's not being a sad boy
Yeah.
for like 8 hours, so pretty good.
Man, Lamia wrecked that role.
Damn.
Incidentally, is there a use for $5,000 that the coterie might be able to come up with that they could put towards?
Let me think.
Yeah.
I've got a few ideas,
Okay.
and
We can definitely chit chat about that once we're all back together.
Yeah.
how many? Probably one, but speedboats.
Hmm.
Who?
Helicopters. What are you fucking what?
You think you can get a helicopter? Maybe an AC helicopter for $5,000,
Just a whole bunch of drones.
and then a harness.
Yeah. It's the new hot air balloon.
I was
but-
going to say how much the hot air balloons go for.
Mm.
Could just sit Cass underneath it.
Oof.
So,
I'm sorry.
let's go to Chrys. Chrys, Jezebel pulls up in kind of like it's like a little almost not really quite like a layover. It's a bit more there's a few buildings there, look like they're disuse and that type of thing, but pulls up and switches everything off. And looks at you and says, "Do you mind if you go help them out in the back? Get everything out the back. They should be here soon."
Okay, sorry. Like, okay. I'll go and do that. Bit annoyed. We're supposed
Okay.
to just be here for show a little bit.
Well,
I'll be helping them in the back, removing crates.
yeah.
Question mark.
It's just 3 kind of like long crates, quite heavy, but not enough to require a strength roll or anything from you. You just pull them down, set them on the ground. Jezebel gets out and comes around the back as well, and it's like 5-minute wait, and this similar kind of truck looking thing. Looks a bit more like one of those older like troop transport type things, you know, like open
yeah.
back. Pulls up, a couple of guys in the front. One of them leans out, says, "Can you just chuck it on the back, please? Cheers." And then everyone gets to.
Does it look weird and sketchy? Because I'm having to look at it to pick up the crates.
What, the
3 crates.
3 crates? Just look like crates, you know, like they could be carrying
Anything.
cartons of cigarettes, they could be carrying guns, they could be literally anything. Rattles a bit when you pick them up, but not too much.
Sometimes with Jezebel, the less you know is for the better.
Very true.
So, just gonna put them in the back of the van.
Okay, they get put in the back of the van. There's a quick conversation between Jezebel and the guys, and then they drive off. The two fellows who were in the back jump in the back again, and you both head up back to the front.
Well, that was really easy. Did I really need to be here for this?
It was a just in case.
Okay, well,
And now we're even.
now we're even. I don't want to know.
Truck starts up, swings back round, does a Yui, you know, it's late at night now, and heads back off into the city. Where do you want me to drop you off?
You know the park in Flintbridge?
Mm-hmm.
Just like any minute, that's fine.
Alright. Yeah, and the next 20 minutes, mostly in silence, like a little bit of conversation, you know, as usual, just like random things.
Mm-hmm.
And towards the end, just as you're starting to come back into the city, she looks at you and she goes, "So, you got anyone in your life?"
I've got you, Jezebel.
Well, thank you, but I meant more like a boy. Or a girl, I guess.
I mean, I have to be my friend later.
Does that
count?
I don't know. Are you attracted to him?
No.
Probably
like
not
fine.
then.
No. Okay, that doesn't count. Okay. I mean, I have friends that I don't want to beat up because they're not totally irritating.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just wondering. When I talk to Kaelin, I have to give him an update.
Do we really need to talk to Kaelin?
You don't have to, but if I
Do
don't
we really
give him
need
an
to talk to
update.
Kaelin about me though?
Oh yes. If I didn't give him an update, he would be coming down to see you.
Okay, yeah. So do you want to tell Kaelin that I'm fine? That'd be great.
You're fine.
And I'll hang out with Aiden.
You're happy? No boyfriend, girlfriend?
No, happy.
Happy? Alright.
Happy.
And
Definitely training still.
Good.
That's why I'm going to the park. And that he can just just carry on with his merry old time, doing whatever Kaelin's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Not to worry about me.
Well, and she like pulls up. There's like an alley that goes to the park. You know, he's gonna come sooner or later. You're gonna have to deal with that.
I don't have to deal with it today.
You
Just
do not.
about.
It's true, but soon enough.
Kaelin's great, but sometimes he is just a little bit much.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be a later thing. That would be great, Jezebel, if it was a later thing.
I
And not
will
right now,
try
thanks.
to delay it as long as I can, but I make no
Thank you.
promises.
That would be great. Aiden's gonna just be a little whiny baby about it, so I'm gonna need a hand.
Okay.
Okay.
And thank you for tonight. It is much appreciated.
Are you okay with all like this? Would I think that it's a bit weird? Was this like how her deals normally go down?
I mean, you've probably been on a couple at the very least. It's very much just doing odd, probably dodgy jobs for like a decent amount of money. Helps keep the bar going when things are a bit quieter, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
all fine.
well, try not to do too much crime.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Have a nice night.
I'm gonna get out and go through the park, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can like see girly. God, what's her name? Celine and Caber. Just like as I walk back generally to the parlor.
Yeah. They are there actually. As you come out of the alleyway, Caber is sitting on a seesaw, and Celine is jumping from the top of his head to the seesaw on the other side, which is like really high up, and then back again.
Is there anyone else around? Like,
No, it's like 2-3 in the morning, so
yeah. Well, sometimes people hang out in parks at that time.
it's true. But very often people don't hang out in parks that contain Celine and Caber.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm not like hiding or anything. I'll just kind of walk generally towards him so that they know him.
Yeah.
I'm here, just like, hi guys.
Caber's head like shifts over to look at you, and like Celine is on his head at the time, so she also shifts around like bodily. Chrys, right?
Yeah, hi.
Hey,
How you doing?
pretty good. You passing through or come to see us?
Yeah, I'm just heading back, but thought I'd say hi when I saw you on the seesaw. They're having a nice time?
Yeah, it's been a pleasant night.
Everyone being nice to you? No one's being like, no, you're not seeing anybody hanging out? Being weird?
No, word has gotten around, so no one's even trying to wander around here at the moment.
Well, that's good. You can play on the seesaw in peace, I suppose. Well, I'm gonna head back now. Okay.
Have a nice night.
I'm just like, okay, fine. Hashtag masquerade here. It's what I wanted to like not be dropped off at the parlor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not too much of a walk back to the parlor. It's just
No.
one alleyway down a road, and you're there.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Mac, you will get back probably a little bit after, but just so you know, like you both will probably be there a bit before Cassius and Tess.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius and Tess, you get to the edge of the woods. There's a little few parking spots just out on the edge of the houses, kind of like mini dirt road.
I look over at Cass and I'm like, all right, let's go see Conan.
Yeah. That'll be nice. Do you want to stay here tonight or go back to the...
We should go back. But just a quick question. While you're with Conan, maybe I can stop in and see Gravestone.
Thought you might ask.
Well, I mean, I may as well, right? So.
I'll come with you.
What? I thought you were gonna see
Mm.
Conan.
The dog can come too.
Oh, he can? I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
I mean, he's just a dog.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Hold my hand.
Okay.
Unless you want to hear another story.
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Yeah, then hold my hand.
Anything to hear that again.
And I lead her through the fog. You probably hear him mumbling under his breath and smiling to himself. He does not tell
That one.
the story about Gravestone
Okay.
until he gets to the place and finds Conan and messes with him.
Yeah, Conan is like you get there, and Conan's not in the immediate area, but you can kind of, there's a little sense of like a happy boy somewhere about, and then just like bounding through like a rabbit, just hauling ass across, and he's chasing it, but not in like a I want to catch this thing, more in like a you gotta go the way I tell you to go kind of, like and then obviously he stops and like his head like comes up, and then he's just like sprinting at you, and the full like full body,
Oh, not the suit! Not the suit!
paws up in the air,
Ow!
like immediately onto the suit.
Not the suit!
I just lift up the dog entirely and I swing it around and I mess with it and I clean his face off and
That's gonna be expensive to clean.
He's not super muddy, but he is muddy enough.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should take him back to the pet shop anyway. He should probably have a bath.
Not the dog! The suit!
Oh!
Yeah, there's paw prints on it.
They clean off.
They do.
See?
Not easily! Oh, fucking
You
hell.
can barely see it.
We're already chipping into that 5K.
Oh, that would be really handy, yeah. Okay. I click my finger and Conan comes to heel.
Yeah.
Walks by the side of me.
More
And-
serious, more kind
Yeah,
of,
yeah. Let's go see a bigger, older dog.
Much bigger. Much older.
I don't know how else to do this, so I'm gonna just do it the way I did it the first time.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Come on.
Okay.
Hold that hand.
Mm-hmm. Trying to like, it's like if there's dog slobber on it, I'm like, oh,
It's not really.
okay.
Just a couple of bits of mud. It's all right.
Oh, still gross.
Yeah, and once again, I lead her into the mist.
Okay.
I take a look around, like, nothing's changed, right?
No.
No one's been here. Of course they haven't. That would be silly.
And you go through the mist. You know it doesn't really matter which direction you go in. So you just, whichever area you're closest to, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we basically go back the direction we just arrived from.
Yeah. And you recite that story under your breath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you come out eventually, a little bit of time. You see the kind of the what's it called? Gravestone, I guess, but it's the totem pole in the center of a clearing. The mist obviously stays out of that kind of area, and then the rest of the forest and everything has got a low amount of it.
So I'll go up to the totem and just kind of, like I said, sit back on the ground, just right in front of it, and I'll take out the picture of my dad and just kind of put it out in front of me. And just be like, well, I already know he's alive, so that's good. But maybe it's worth him seeing him anyways.
Is something you think about often?
What? My dad?
Well, not what I meant, but sure.
Whether my dad is alive? Yeah, I think about that a lot.
Fair enough.
A lot. Is that what you meant?
I was more talking about gravestone, but
Oh. More than I expected, I guess. Kind of just preoccupies a corner of my mind nowadays. It's a little difficult to get the imagery of a giant wolf out of your head when it's also inhabited your body and lost your emergency burger. So,
well, you're getting replacement burgers, so that's good.
oh, I can't wait. And I'll just like sit and kind of close my eyes and try to like concentrate or meditate into some kind of sense with gravestone. If that's even possible. Or at least just feel the air around.
Okay, let's just have a little looky-loo here. Roll me intelligence and occult.
Okay. I have nothing in occult? Oh.
You have nothing in occult.
Huh.
I can help if you want.
Can I re-roll some of those?
You can re-roll one if you like.
I'm going to re-roll one.
Okie dokie.
Wow. Just
You hear
Wow.
you hear the pad of, you know, the kind of soft thud of yeah, you hear the soft thud of footsteps coming towards you like before, and you see out in the woods the eyes again coming towards, but that's all you see in the darkness. And when gravestone comes into view, it looks like you, except for in a green scaly dress.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
God damn it.
What?
Really?
Just trying to make you comfortable. Jeez.
That's just why?
I mean,
fine, but
every time I turn up as a giant hairy
It's-
wolf, you all get like freaked out and weirded about it. And Cassius, hello.
Hi. Just
Hello.
gonna say, loved the giant wolf thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
are you sure you don't love this more?
like opens its arms and spins a little bit. The like dress like flares out. No shoes, no like barefoot.
Or
Also
maybe
a
it's
fan.
a different face that needs, it needs to be a different face, doesn't it?
Do you not like this face? I think it's very pretty.
Thank you.
It's a
You
good
know, I
face.
grew it myself.
No
You know,
problem.
he's just very enamored with a different one right now. So it's fine.
Dress looks good on you, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm talking to you.
It's my body.
Sorry, joking.
Rude. Anyway, hi.
So, doing?
We were in the area, decided to stop by. I know you wanted to see my dad. Talked to my mom, found out he's apparently still alive, but I wanted to show you this anyway, and I'll give him the photo.
And yeah, it takes a photo, kind of turns it over. Interesting.
That's kind of all I have of him.
You look more like your mother. Oh, we look more like our mother. Or is that too strange?
I've never had siblings, so...
Well, your father seems fun. You have a free spirit?
Yeah, actually.
Playful?
Yeah. Yeah, very.
Hmm.
We would play pranks on my mom sometimes.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Gives the photo back.
There's... I don't know what else to do with this. I mean, my mom said that my dad might have been somehow connected, possibly, maybe. She said he was different in a way, you know, mysterious sometimes. I don't know even how to go off of that or what to do. What do I do? Gravestone? Like, am I supposed to just show up sometimes? And I don't know what it means to be helping you or connected.
Well, we're not. It's so strange to speak in these terms because it's different for me, but we're not connected. Not, you know, not like that.
Okay.
From what I can tell, do you remember when I gave you your present? And your friend pushed in?
Yes. Yeah.
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 So, there's... For some dead people and spirits and whatnot, there's kind of a film between us and them.
Okay.
So, when one of them wants to come through, they push. If you want to help them get through, if you want to make it easier for them, you can pull. For me, I can just tear a hole and let them in. Which is how I brought your friend to you. I hope that was helpful, by the way.
Yeah, it really was.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you should be able to do. You should be able to help people. You know, if you want to sit down with a crystal ball and tell people's fortunes, or let them meet their deads, or some of them are pretty angry with the way they died. Sometimes you can fix that. It's not really anything. I mean, it's such a hassle. I don't really want to do it. So, but if you want to,
what if... How do I know if they're trying to push through? What if they're not pushing through, but we're trying to talk to them anyway? Does that make a difference?
can be harder. But if you want to go and get someone specific and bring them back, might be able to.
What about Winnie?
Just shrugs.
So if I wanted to talk to Winnie, I just have to
Go looking.
sit and
What are you doing, Tess?
Hmm? What?
Why do you want to bring back Winnie?
I don't want to bring him back. I just want to talk to him.
Why do you want to talk to Winnie?
Well, it just seems like we have a lot of questions that are left unanswered. He has this whole legacy that we have no idea about, and now we're in charge of this area that carries the weight of his name. What do we do with that? What was he doing? What is there anything that he knows that he could tell us that could help us? If we're really trying to fulfill whatever his wishes would be, how do we do that if we don't even know what they were?
Slightly more selfish than what I was suggesting, but not too bad.
I would like to see him again.
I mean, I would also want to help others, but we do have an immediate kind of concern for our safety that's looming in the city, so.
Well, how about I was always meaning to bring a few people together for Gravestone's purposes. How about you help me help them? I can't talk to their dead relatives. I can't give them closure for anything that happened like that. I can lead them, but I can't.
Do it.
Yeah.
The thing.
Ooh, so like through the mystic power of Gravestone, you can talk to your relatives, dead relatives, and get closure, and then all hail mighty Gravestone, the Wonder Wolf.
Well,
Is that what you want to call you?
Sorry, you spend one time as looking a certain way, you start picking up mannerisms.
To be fair, I would say that, yeah. Yeah. Is that something that would appeal to you?
It'd be a start.
A start.
I mean,
just one step on a very, very long road. Maybe you should lean into that, Tess.
I don't
See
see
where it
the
takes
harm
you.
in it. And
I think you'd look very, very cute with a veil, and I think you'd really rock that look.
with a veil?
Yeah, the
Am I getting married?
future fortune teller, slightly kind of Romanov vibe.
I was thinking more
Lots of bangles and.
Grecian oracle.
Mm.
I don't suppose.
Oh yes, much better.
I spent a lot
Do
of
I
time
get
with.
any say in this? Like
just
at
as-
all?
I'm just remembering a few very, very specific times.
We
when I
thinking
was-
more like pure white dress.
Yeah,
and
the
very...
kind of tunic thing.
Mm.
That's the kind of druid aesthetic.
Kind of purity vibe.
Yeah, I had
Purity?
a lot
what
of
Both of you,
good
really?
times.
Well, you're good.
I mean, I'd be
You're a
wearing
good
them as
actress,
well.
right?
I guess, sure. What?
You want to make people believe what you want to make them believe. You don't have to go for purity,
I
but I
already
am
do
definitely
that.
going to be wearing.
Have you seen this face?
They'll believe it. if you tell
Okay,
them.
you know what? I get it. She's very hot, Cass. You don't have to.
Oh, right. No, I was thinking for me as well.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
I've got to
sorry,
look the part.
I gotta give you a makeover too. I mean, that I'm already sold.
Have to design the aesthetic of our little gatherings somehow. And I'm very familiar with the pagan look. It's very in.
Mhm.
Really?
Seen
Okay.
those wreaths of holly and the pentagram things. Witch aesthetic, I think they call it.
Uh-huh.
At least some of my mates did.
Okay. So long as I don't have to wear a fake wart on my nose or anything, I will be fine.
That would be witches. Also,
Yeah,
Right.
that's
kind of a misnomer, but
this is Wiccans, not witches.
Oh, okay. It's a little different.
More-
okay.
No green makeup, no big nose.
Right, yeah.
going
no.
closer to like druidic and
Yeah, okay. I could work with that. Could we like class it up a little? Like make it like hot druidess from the city ?
Oh fuck yes. I could be wearing attractive things as well. There's gonna be probably incense, maybe some other stuff in there. Kind of
Mhm.
create an atmosphere. It's gonna be burning of things. People are fond of
like you're burning like incense, right? Because
Yeah.
I remember the druids, the ones who put up the stones and everything. They were very into, very sacrificial.
there might be some of that.
I appreciate a good sacrifice, but all it does is put more people on the other side of the veil trying to get through, and it's
I wasn't talking
just
about people. It's more of a animal thing, symbolic mostly.
yeah, no, that's
People really nail home the message when there's blood involved.
Yeah.
Just what is the purpose of this? Is just to raise kind of like your image, right? We're trying to kind of
This is to gather a dedicated group of people together to understand the story of Gravestone. It will help Gravestone.
branding
Gravestone
on it.
wants to help us.
I
Can't do
you
anything in
know,
the city, I assume, but
Well,
you know
we've
what,
got a
if-
lot to learn from someone quite so wise.
old. I remember when all of this was trees, and she like gestures around at the forest.
Me too.
How old are you?
So
Me?
Yeah.
Look, points to trees.
Yeah, but I know Gravestone's older than old, but how old are you? If you remember all this to be trees.
In real terms, God, I must be like 50 now.
getting on that way.
Huh.
Also, it is trees all around you, just FYI.
I was just gonna look around and be like, more trees? Like, fuck. Okay.
Would you like to come back sometime, and I can take you with me? Go on a little trip. See if we can find that Winona friend of yours.
Yeah, that'd be really nice, actually.
No promises. You know, as I said, it's been a long time, and I'm not known like I was. But if you know, at the very least, it will give you an idea of the process and give you a feel for it. It might unlock something or help.
Yeah, at least feel the motion of whatever it is, like how it's supposed to go. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
I suppose I can
cool.
come along.
How would you like to come along? We could try and bring someone back here, but my methods are very blunt. So
Wouldn't no, don't do that. Don't do that to Winnie.
well,
be
it's
okay.
not really him, it's more the entrance. There'd be a big hole for anyone to come through.
Oh,
Which is why it helps to use someone like Tess. Because that's like a little door that can be opened instead of me punching through and just leaving a big hole.
Yeah. Okay. No, I get it. I get it.
But hey, if you
being
want a
a bit
whole load
selfish.
of unhappy ghouls and
Ghosties.
yeah,
Nah, we're all right. I've already got enough problems right now. So.
okay.
Did you tell Gravestone about the dream?
I don't remember. Did I tell you about the dream? Do you know about the dream that I
No.
had? That you mean the one where the statue and then seeing
Yeah, that's
the
what I was
forest?
thinking of. Those. It's just that we had dreams last time we were here.
Oh yeah. Well,
You had a
I
dream?
don't know if that was. Yeah, we all did actually.
I dreamed of Winnie.
I dreamt of Winnie too. But I had another dream before that. I think we all had dreams of Winnie when we were here before we came by the first time.
Is that something your kind do a lot? Dream?
No,
No.
not at all, apparently.
That's. Oh. So you had a dream. You all had a dream together, and then Tess carried on dreaming.
No. So I had a dream several days before we all had the same kind of Winnie dream, or dream of Winnie in different forms. So
I mean,
the dream.
I can only go on. This isn't something I've heard of before. It's not really my area of expertise, so I can only go on experience. But that sounds like maybe something that you're projecting onto them. If you dreamt first and you're not supposed to dream, then there's something. Oh, I mean, I think we all know at this point there's something different with you. Maybe it's the spirit connection, possibly. It's possible that unconsciously you're pulling them in and they're giving you, and that just affected everyone else. Were you all together? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think?
Not my area of expertise either, so sounds as likely as anything else. But what
And if it
was with your first dream?
The first one, I actually saw this clearing, this forest, at the end of it. But the first bit, there was a crossroads, and I went down
It
one
was
path.
a fork in the road.
Or a fork in the road, yeah. And I went down one path, and I saw a statue, of Michelangelo's David, and it smelled good, like it was bleeding, and I wanted to eat it, but I didn't. I resisted it, and then I turned around and walked back, and when I continued walking, this forest emerged, and then I woke up. But when I came into the clearing the first time, last time we were here, it felt so familiar. It was almost as though I had been here before in the dream.
Well, non-expert on dreams, but I would suggest that probably the fork in the road represents a choice. And most likely the statue represents one half of your supernatural existence, the kindred part. I guess the other part is the spirits and being able to commune, and so maybe I guess you didn't reject it because you didn't drink from the statue, but
But I'm still curious about what was down that other path.
What was down the other path?
I don't know. I just smelled.
Adrenaline and fear.
Yeah. Like you chase someone. So. I don't know.
Is there anyone you particularly want to chase, or?
Someone I want to find, yeah. But chase? I suppose I want to find my sire, because I've realized he's a complete dick, and I want to find Leah, who should be arriving in the city at one point.
You said it was fear and adrenaline?
Yeah.
Could that be yours?
Maybe.
Maybe you're being chased by something, and that's the other way. Anyone dead that scares you, or?
Dead? I don't think so. I've never killed anyone or anything, to be honest.
Don't want to be the one. This all seems fairly obvious, but you could go down the other way if you wanted to find out.
I don't think I can. Wouldn't I have to have the same dream again and then have the same choice to go down that path to see what's down there?
Maybe.
How do
If
I
you have
even
the dream
do
again.
that?
I don't know. We've had more than one dream.
Yeah, but the same.
You might want to go see someone who knows more about that type of thing.
I guess.
But now we need to figure out who in the city would know that.
Kind of occult stuff.
Occult stuff.
I'm sure we can ask around. I mean, we've talked to enough people. Unless you know someone, Cass?
I know someone. I know several someones. Several of them aren't alive anymore.
Okay. Are there
So
any
we've
that
got-
are still alive?
Well, I mean, even if they're not alive, you could still ask them, but...
Yes, but it would be certainly easier if they were alive. Right?
Okay. So if you want to know about stupid, irritating, annoying bullshit occult, we could go back to my mate. Or we could go right to the source and steal some from a dead Tremere.
Theft from dead people? Thoughts?
I don't know who this is, so...
Cool. No problem.
Dead Kindred. Dead Canite.
They dead?
Double dead, probably.
Double dead. Oof.
Like 99% sure they're dead. Don't know if they're dead.
Okay.
But probably dead. We know where they live as well.
And they're... So they're dead. This is not like they're gonna miss this whatever it is. Information?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Feel
Okay.
like it's more important that we get what we need than somebody who probably won't be back is happy that all their books are still there.
And who's the most useful person, alive or dead? Because if they are dead, maybe...
The one who used to run all of the weird occult shit in town?
I don't know who that
Primogen?
is. Oh,
Primogen, maybe? I have been thinking of starting a library.
of course you have.
They're helpful.
So is a bar, Cassius.
Plenty of those around, apparently.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll come back. We'll see if we can talk to Winnie at that point, and we'll look up some weird occult stuff and dream things and see if there's more to unpack there. And I'll think of an actually, suitable kind of get up, I guess.
Okay. Well, there's no rush. 200-300 years, whatever.
I think I'll be a little quicker than that.
If you like. Sure.
Just a bit, yeah. All right.
Thank
Cool.
you, Gravestone.
Thank you. And that dress, I might have to get one.
All right. Well, next time I will. Wolf? Were you thinking, or
That would be
I
cool.
like the wolf.
I could go smaller if you prefer.
No, bigger.
Okay.
Cass
Whatever
is a size
size you're
queen.
comfortable with.
Apparently.
We like whatever form you take. I mean, I was just a little shocked at first, is all.
Oh.
Because, everything
I'm not
that
saying
we
this
saw
is bad.
today. Shut up, Cass.
Hmm?
Fuck. Shut up. Fucking
Should we
dress.
go?
Okay, We're
Should we go
going.
back and see
Bye.
the
Thank
others?
you. If you
Goodbye.
want a burger next time, I'll bring it.
And you
And we'll...
head off.
Yep. How'd you like cult stuff, Vandy?
Fuck. We're going head first into it, I guess. Okay. Fuck. I have nothing in occult.
Yeah.
Tess has
Don't
zero
worry.
fucking knowledge of any of this, so.
Cass
I have
can-
2 points in occult.
Okay,
I will
good.
help.
Cass can teach you, and
I'm gonna need
Figure
that.
it out as you go along.
well,
Mm.
it's
That's what they do, right?
yeah. I mean, it's one way towards what you want, or what you think you want, or what you think you're
I'm just
working
curious.
towards. It is kind of tempting, isn't it?
I'm just sitting every time I talk to Gravestone, I'm like, who you are? What can I do? What is this? How? Occult? Sure.
This is what happens when Sheepy's like, "Hey, Vandy, I have an idea," and you're like, "Bring it on! Don't even tell me."
And now I'm just like, give me the loot.
Mhm.
Ugh. Okay.
Would you like to head back? You can actually all meet up at the salon.
Yeah, I guess after kind of checking in on Conan and letting him run around a bit,
You can take him with you to the salon.
or we could take him with us. Oh, we can take him. No, we have the car.
He has to come in the
Can-
car, Tess.
Oh,
It's not much of a drive. It's literally a 1-minute drive or a 5-minute walk, basically.
I
Sort
get
of-
a towel out of the trunk and
We
put
have
it
a
on the.
towel in there.
Don't ask. It's literally I put it in here because of situations like this, possibly.
He has been in the car before. He sat on your lap, which he
I
does
feel
again.
Detailed.
We both get really muddy.
And
I put the towel around them, as a little blanket
yeah,
burrito.
he's an Irish wolfhound, right?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
fucking massive.
So to
he
give-
barely fits
Fuck
in
off,
this.
dog.
To give you an idea, it's Cassius with Conan sitting on Cassius's lap, and his
But
head.
the rest of him.
Yeah, his head is above the windshield, so he's just getting blown by the air. And he's just tug out, drool, bleh. He is so happy.
You're washing this car when we get back.
And honestly, he is actually very slightly supernaturally happy because of the link between you and him and your current.
Right, yeah.
So he is a bit more fidgety, a bit more kind of like looking all over the place, and you know he probably quacks a couple of times, like woof, when they just see something, but you know.
Yeah, and so is Cass. Like,
Yeah.
They're
Woof.
both super giddy, and I'm like, fuck. Boys.
Yeah.
Keep driving.
It only
Drive
takes you
home.
a few minutes to get there. Mac and Chrys, you're probably already downstairs, unless you were hanging out in the salon area of it.
Downstairs, I guess. There is a briefcase full of burgers open on the table.
Is it like one of those muddy briefcases which people like and then they open it? I bet it's just
I
full of
figure,
burgers.
like,
Oh,
Mac was just
my
like,
God.
I can't carry all of these different
Yeah.
bags. Just put them in my briefcase.
Yeah.
And so it's just like 15 different burgers
I
all
love
in a
that.
briefcase.
That's perfect.
I walk in, put the keys up, and just like, do you have the goods?
I got your burgers right here.
Or look at Chrys, I'll be like, count them.
Hey, and here's the rest of it too. 490 whatever.
Why do
I've been
you?
busy.
Why do you have?
You not checking your messages, Chris?
Gotta get on the WhatsApp. Did you put your phone
Busy.
on silent? Did
It
you put your
was-
phone on silent
It
again?
was silent and no vibrate. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I
Busy.
like scoop all the burgers, just like, and just hug them.
Chrys, you also have a message.
Who
Says,
is it?
says coward
Is it from Aiden or is it from
from
somebody
Aiden.
else? Giant man baby.
So
You
the
texting
sequence.
Miss?
Azuma?
Alright.
Azuma?
Yes,
You okay there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Why do you have $5,000? You didn't tell us that. Why do you have $5,000?
Such
I
a
have some work to do.
bad deflector.
True. We're gonna get back to that. So I'm doing some work. That's good news. I've been productive. You guys remember there's the meeting for Kale that he's organizing, right?
Uh-huh.
Sure. Well, I'm handing out the invites.
Good one. Okay, how far did you get?
I just start eating the burgers,
Mhm.
No,
like
that's it.
like stress eating.
Tess, roll me an intelligence resolve.
Fuck. Oh no.
Meanwhile, I'm still laughing at Mac.
How?
Idiot.
You think about it.
Oh.
You get to choose.
Do I just lose it?
No. Just something pops into your head. Lamia drinking the drink that Cassius made for her.
How do I feel about that though? Like, or am I just?
It's while you're eating the food, you're like, wait a second, she just drank
Oh.
that drink. Like it was, you know, like she could just drink that drink.
Take her the cheeseburgers.
The
Maybe she ate a
cheeseburger
pickle.
drops out of my mouth.
Something's wrong with her.
You okay, Tess?
Yeah, we
my
all
God.
instantly look like that's
You
never
okay?
happened.
Yeah.
You dropped a bit of your.
Are you dying again?
She drank the drink. She drank the drink. She drank
That's
the
what
drink.
people do with drinks.
You-
She drank. She drank the drink.
Maybe it's residual weirdness. I don't know.
Shut up! Shut up, Cass. You have no words to speak right now because you are still.
Still.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. She can eat food. Oh.
Who is she? Are you talking about the
Lamia.
the
Lamia
friend?
can eat food.
Oh my god,
Cass?
she's great.
I know.
Wow. That's really impressive. You know, normally I'm mad when people can do that. But that's just really impressive.
I'm a bit mad. How about you, Chrys?
A woman of many talents.
This is a bit weird.
I slap Cass. Like, open hand, just slap across the face.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Why?
You
Okay.
fucking deserve that. You just shut up. He is so okay. Listen. So first of all, anything that Cass says for the next how many hours?
Probably about 4 more hours. But you wouldn't know that, so
No.
she said it will last for a while. The day, basically, the night, basically.
Anything that Cass says for the next day, do not take that into consideration. Let me just be very
Beg
clear.
your
Okay.
fucking pardon.
You can beg for it all you want, but I'm not giving it to you at all. Listen, you are so far.
I've
so
never
far
seen
gone.
a divorce, but is this what it's like?
Is she under the thumb? Is that what it is? Because I met a lady tonight, too. I got a number. How about you, Cass?
Shit, I didn't get her number.
Oh, I got a
Both
landline.
of you go sit outside.
You want to go catch up
Out!
out there?
I can tell you a few
Take
things,
a
yeah.
cold shower
Yeah, we
and
could-
come back.
That's not gonna
Both
help.
of you,
No.
get out.
Just want to let
Seriously,
you
though.
know, cold shower won't help.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure. Just go sit out. Oh, okay.
So you've been busy.
Yeah, we did some diplomacy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds like you're getting us into trouble as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Chrys, you were going off to do something ominous. How did that go?
Did some crime, probably. It's fine.
Okay, nice. Well, if I get a case to solve and it's in that direction, then I guess I'll just
Probably
Am
me.
I the
Yeah.
only person with their head on straight today?
It's the probably that threw me off there.
I've got like 5G
Could
right.
be a very oddly timed scheduled shipment, okay?
Shipment
What?
of what?
The
Yeah, why
fuck, Chris?
What?
What do you mean? Could have maybe done crime.
Oh, come on. Like,
Maybe done
you've
crime.
never encountered criminals in our society.
I am.
Do you not do crime?
Oh, yeah, Little Miss Yakuza.
Excuse me.
What?
I mean, I'm not going to jump in here, but that car wasn't yours to begin with, right?
Yeah, you stole a car.
I earned that car.
I
For
see.
one.
Through stealing of the cars.
Naya, and there's 5G. There's your cheeseburgers. There you go. Everyone's
Okay.
happy.
I have not stolen a car or done anything illegal in like 6 months. I've been on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, but didn't you offer to your mum like yesterday?
I offered to paint cars.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
And where did those cars come from?
Not my problem.
Well,
Not my crime.
So,
sounds like there's some double standards going on here, Chris, don't you think?
Cass.
Bit of crime. I don't even know it was crime, okay?
Cass is in love with Lamia.
right.
I think that's a bit much. We only just met. There's stages to go through.
You want to make
Oh
her
my
happy.
God.
She's, you know, we're gonna talk again, obviously.
Mhm.
Obviously.
Uh-huh. You might want to wash the mud off?
Well, I'm not going back tonight.
I mean, just generally before then.
Yeah.
I don't...
I'm sure she
not-
doesn't want to see Conan anyway.
Can you change out of that suit and put it somewhere where it's not going to get more paw prints on it, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, not
Not
here.
right here. Oh my.
Puts dog blanket over.
Right. Nice.
Wears it
So-
like a poncho. Sort of.
As I was saying, this Kale guy, he seems nice. He's got a question and I got the answer. I'm gonna figure out what I can anyway about getting people invited. The good thing, apart from the 5Gs, of course, is that we get to choose who we approach. We
Okay.
get to choose who we
Mac.
speak to. Yes.
No, you don't.
No, I
You
do.
don't get to do that because Kale has already invited Talia and freaking Gorbin and the oh god, what's
And
his name?
Calig?
They ain't
Khaled.
invited everyone yet.
He
He's still working
did.
on it.
Yeah, we didn't get invited.
No, we didn't get invited because they don't fucking know we exist yet.
No one
But
knows we
maybe
exist.
thanks to Mac, we do now.
We
I
make
don't
an
know.
impression at this meeting. No, Mac's right. Mac's right.
I hate it when you say
He hasn't told us exactly how much trouble we're in yet, and we're going to get to that. But we get a place at the table. We get, obviously, the most influential people in town to sit down and watch them fight it out. It doesn't even have to go well. As long as they arrive, right? You didn't promise that they'd make peace or anything stupid like that, did you, Mac?
Yeah,
I mean,
think-
we got choices. Like, we either invite the people we like or we invite the people we don't like and the people we like, and we let the people that don't like and do like kill each other. Like, whatever you like.
I like options.
We got choices. All I'm saying is that we get to choose.
we
we have
have
a
a
choice.
venue.
We have a venue. He's having trouble getting the invites out, though. So,
What's the venue?
The Oasis.
Oh, yes, of course. She did mention that. I shouldn't have forgotten, really.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, we can go to the wilds. We can say that we'll represent them if they really want us to. I don't know.
The Wilds? We're gonna represent. No. Hold
I mean,
on.
would
No,
they
no,
want
no,
you
no.
to? You didn't say they were like a big leader or anything.
No.
yeah, I mean, Chrys wants to talk to them
Lamia
anyway.
already said that they have like 9 people trying to fight it out for leadership. So if you want to add a 10th in there, you best be 100% sure that you're going to win in whatever freaking fight for dominance that they're going to have.
Easy.
I haven't met them, so I can't say.
Are we sending Chrys to them?
not without leverage, but we've got a little bit of leverage now.
I mean, you said they were mostly gangrel, right? Best to
Yeah.
put our best foot forward. Clan, recognized clan, right?
Let me give you an example. Roman, we
Don't
went
like
to go down the
Thanks.
front, had a little talk. By the way, we got a meeting tomorrow with them. They did not get an invite by Kale. Now we get to choose. Does Roman get an invite? Does he not?
No, we don't.
Why would-
That's the
no.
thing. We get to choose.
We can see like how the meeting goes tomorrow.
Exactly.
But how about this as some leverage?
You want an invite?
don't like the idea of them being right up against us because either we'll do something stupid or they'll do something stupid, and it will
Integrate.
come to exacerbate things.
There's a few of them.
We could
Mm.
just say what we have is control over what happens at or who arrives at this thing, and we're already representing Celine. We're already representing Gimlet. We could just offer them the same. The Flint Bridge Collective.
Bingo.
So
Guys?
that means they would have to integrate with us somehow, or they would have to be recognized as part of our group then. In the end,
If they don't want that, then we need to think of alternatives, and they might get violent.
if they don't want that, they don't come to the meeting. We allow Gorbin to smash and grab, but then we have
Mm.
Gorbin as an issue.
Yeah, then Gorbin's the issue. No, we just make deals that are advantageous to us, and it will all shake out in the end. We'll have greater assets, and then we can strong arm them, whatever that means, whatever that looks like.
We still need to tell Celine that Winnie is.
True.
Oh, I did see her today.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't tell her, but
Oh.
you know, don't.
Yeah, that needs to be done if we're gonna use her. By the way, so tomorrow meeting. Let's deal with the imminent first.
Question. Did any of you exchange numbers with Celine?
No, she told us where we could find her.
I
Yeah,
think she said she didn't have a phone.
That's true. And she wouldn't have
Yeah.
a phone.
So I think it was a you know where to find me sort of situation.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, there would be a dingle at the door.
More visitors, great.
We really need to start locking this door.
How about I get it this time because
You sure you're not busy with the cheeseburgers?
bring the cheeseburgers with me. God. Take a cheeseburger. I take like 3 cheeseburgers with me and like stack them and just bring them up and be like, hello?
I'm just gonna eavesdrop on the stairs because.
Sure.
I follow her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Are we all okay? Are we all
I
I'm
good?
take
muscling up as
Cass's
well.
face and I push it behind the wall. Be like, hi.
It's Celine.
Hi, Celine. And I push him again and then like, sorry.
We
had
have
a night.
visitors.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
At the park or like?
Caber. No. Well, we were doing a round, just looking about, and they're hanging out on the outside of the where you said you wanted to lay your stakes.
Oh.
Just
Juicy.
on the other side of the park, down that main road.
interesting.
Thank you for telling us.
Before we go, and I would love if you accompanied us
Sure.
after I say this, but we might not
Get
have
it.
been 100% truthful with you when we first saw you. Mostly because we were trying to figure out what was going on. And we wanted to come clean before something like this arose. Mostly so that you could make your own choice in who you'd like to help support. Winnie was one of the casualties in the burning feeding things. And
I'm around the corner now.
and we still want to represent his interests in the best way that we can.
We're all here because we respected Winnie a lot. And want to kind of do things the way that he would see best. And I mean, can't ask him what that would be, but I spent a lot of time with him and he was a really good man. And he was my sire, so he I guess at least trusted me a little bit. I'm sorry that we misled you.
She like shifts to her other foot, and as she does, like her head goes sideways slightly, just tilted.
I understand if that means you no longer want to work with us or be some kind of ally.
No. It is upsetting to hear of Winona's death. We both had a little bit. As much as you can, we had a soft spot for him. He was very strong. And it's always unfortunate when strong people die.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're willing to include us in in your territory, and we are allowed to live without any interference, I'm still willing to help you out, especially if you're working towards whatever happened to Winona.
We're trying to find out who did this. It's
I'm on the case.
a lot of threads.
And it would be nice to spend some time with, I'm assuming, the only child of Winona.
Well, I honestly don't know for sure, but I'm pretty certain that he was a bit too time consumed looking after everyone else's kids to have more than one of his own. Which, weird analogy, but you know what I mean.
I do. So, are we going to go and confront Scope?
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
got you here.
Yeah.
The people
Let's,
down the front, we got a meeting with them tomorrow. And we might need an extra pair of hands as backup, if you like.
Sure. When?
Midnight. It's cliche, I know.
I'll swing round after I wake up.
Okay.
Wonderful.
What about this
I mean, should we get a shuffle on if we're gonna?
Yeah, let's do
we
it
should
now.
go. I'm
Where's
gonna.
Tabor?
He's already gone to ground.
Okay,
He gets
we'll deal with it then.
Okie dokie.
Should I bring? Oh no, we don't have enough seats for the car. Okay, I will.
It's just a couple of alleyways, a couple of blocks.
Sure.
Kind of.
Get dressed, Cass, please.
You
what
are
doing?
wearing a poncho still.
What's wrong with the pont? I go and I put on like an old T-shirt that I find really quickly. Says like stuff or something.
Yeah.
I'm still in my nice clothes.
Yeah, you gonna go out in the clubbing clothes?
Yeah, I'm
Alrighty.
gonna.
Celine, how many were there, did you say? Did you
4.
saw? 4.
Yeah. They're just grouped up. Very obvious. I assume they're wanting a meeting or
Right.
something.
I tell you what, why don't you 4 go? I'll hang around the periphery.
It's actually
Okay.
not a bad idea.
You know,
Back
you
up's
wanna
always a
look
good idea.
they ain't, if it's a better means to ascertain their motives. If they think it's an even fight, we don't want to go with more muscle. They might just run away. I'd rather watch from a distance and, join in if needed.
Cass, are you going to be okay to have a conversation?
I feel a little bit clearer than I did earlier. I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay. Just stay safe, everyone, okay? No one get killed, please.
I mean, obviously.
So not necessary.
Let's just walk faster, okay? Okay.
It's like
Pardon
it's like
me
your
for
dad being like,
caring.
"Be home by midnight." Like, all right, we're walking over.
I will lead the way, but I will let one of you take the lead once we get there.
Sure.
So Celine takes you through a couple of alleys, and then it opens out onto this main road. It's kind of going down the T section, but going down the south road. And yeah, there's 4 guys there on the other side of the road.
Like around here.
Kind of around here.
Oh, okay, this side.
Just not far off from Celine and Kaber's.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And it is actually 2 guys and 2 girls waiting for you. 2 men.
Do I
and 2
recognize
women.
any of them?
You do not.
Do I recognize any of the women specifically?
You do not.
Fuck. Lamia.
There's one girl, very very dark skin, completely bald. A couple of like kind of dangly nose rings and one of those chains that go all the way to the ear, and then earrings there as well. Another of the girls is very wild red hair, kind of like random bunches of red hair like coming out. Looks a bit like Sideshow Bob, that type of hair. The guys are a bit more circumspect. One of the guys is in like a ratty hoodie and jeans, a bit frayed down at the bottoms, and the other one is in like a pretty decent suit, and he's wearing sunglasses even though it's nighttime.
Fucking edgelords.
Mm-hmm.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
I just want to sneak to a position where I can listen to the conversation and see the hands behind the people talking. So, like, let's say one of them was doing something behind his back. I can
Now, you don't have a move while obfuscate.
No,
So-
I will just be sneaking normally.
That will be a dexterity stealth.
Come
If you want to
on.
give yourself a bonus to it, which would be a dice, you can do a rouse the
Oh,
blood,
rouse
for,
the blood.
For a buff.
Hey, there we go.
So +1 dice to that dex stealth.
Oof.
Would you like to reroll that?
I will re-roll 4 dice.
One of the things about our like, we don't roll that many dice because there's a lot of dialogue and etc.
Okay, that's 4.
3 successes total. Yeah. Oh no, 4 successes.
4
total, yeah.
in total, yeah.
Yeah. You would you like to, when you get there, to activate the lurk mode?
If I get into a position where I'm comfortable to watch,
yeah.
I will blend into the shadows.
I can't remember if that's a rouse roll or not.
I do not believe so, but Cloak of Shadows,
Cloak
it
of
could be.
Shadows. I will look very quickly. Cloak of Shadows is free. No, you're fine.
Cool. I'll just be listening.
Okay.
So we'll walk up. I guess we'll be across the street and just kind of wave.
Yeah, and the guy with the sunglasses just like hand movement.
Kind of sizing them up a bit, so
Well,
Is the road
what are you
busy
looking
at all?
for?
I generally size people to see if I can take them, especially when we don't know who they are.
Okay. Give me a wits insight. +1 for your, if you're looking like for fighting, kind of unarmed prowess type thing.
Yeah.
Like tensing of a body, like fighter stances, that type of thing. One of them, the kind of guy with the ratty jeans and that, looks a lot more prepared, and he's kind of like a bit more tensed, a bit more ready. The rest of them look very, very relaxed.
Very relaxed. Okay. Okay.
Is the road busy at all?
No, it's like 4 a.m, so everyone's gone. It's an empty road, basically.
I will walk to the middle of the road.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right with Tess, basically.
Yeah,
On
Celine
her shoulder a
follows.
little bit.
Celine follows on the other shoulder. I assume Cassius you're going with?
Yep. Yeah, he stands there, backing him up on one wing.
Okay. So are we putting Tess at the front?
She started walking.
Yep.
Similarly, the guy with the sunglasses steps forward, followed, flanked by the other three. Steps up, nods his head slightly. Good evening.
And to you. How can we help you?
We thought at this time it might be a good idea for us to make introductions.
All right.
I represent a group just on the other side of this road. With us being neighbors, we thought we should maybe hash out an agreement, possibly a time to meet and discuss trivial things like orders, any kind of mutual assistance, or anything along those lines.
Sure. We're a little busy tomorrow earlier on, but might be able to do a later meeting.
A later meeting does work for us.
I'm Tess, by the way. Leave out or extend my hand.
Reaches out his hand. I'm Cyril.
Nice to meet you. This is Cass and Chrys and Celine.
A pleasure. This is Xiomara, Zaza, and Ruben. Xiomara is the girl with the chain. Zaza is the wild red hair.
Yeah, I'm taking wild guesses at spelling, but you can tell me that later.
I will put it in the chat.
Yeah.
And Ruben is the guy with jeans. And then obviously Cyril is the
Cyril.
sunglasses.
You're laughing at my spelling.
Of Cyril, yes.
I don't know. It's
You'd be amazed as to how it is spelt.
Oh boy.
just throw some consonants at it. Hope for the
Hey.
best.
Makes about as much sense as any other spelling.
Phonetically correct, okay?
So many Y's.
There's so many R's.
It's just
Cyril.
Cyril.
Cereal
Oh my
real.
God. You're just,
I don't know,
you're just
you
tossing
can
letters.
spell it.
You're just tossing letters in a pile and calling it a name. Just,
Super cereal.
Wow.
Okay, back to the game,
cereal.
shall we?
Yep.
If you want to make the notes, you make the notes.
Sorry, I'm throwing the names at them, and these names are extremely strange.
I was so close. And I got Xiomara right.
Oh, damn. You did.
That would be worth a lot in Scrabble. All of them. 500 points.
goddamn.
I like
12 centimeters.
I like people
Wait.
guessing the names in chat. I'll put the names in chat as well for you guys, just so your curiosity is sated.
Just say it's Welsh.
Just throw consonants and
Put
hope for
them
the
all
best.
together in one line, then it's definitely Welsh.
Oof.
That's one word.
Oh my god. You were only one letter out with Cyril.
Yeah, I know
That's
you guys were
incredible.
taking the piss, and I was so close.
Ah,
I
Cyril.
got
None of these are how I imagined they'd be. But, you know, that's okay.
Xiomara. There's
Okay.
not very many ways to spell that.
I could spell Xiomara with just a straight up Z. Xiomara.
That's because we don't use the
But that's
Z
Italian.
sound.
Oh.
But anyway.
Anyway, back to the game, shall we?
Cyril says, we are the old guard. We are looking to uphold the tenets and the beliefs of the Camarilla, even though they do not currently hold domain in the city anymore.
I see. Do you remember Winnie?
We have heard the name.
We represent his interests.
Of
You
course.
represent his memory.
And his memory.
I am sorry to hear that he's no longer with us. But
Unfortunately, he was taken with the rest of the old guards. So.
his deeds and his heroism is known to us, and we respect that.
Thank you.
Without
I'd be
him,
happy.
who knows what the city would have fallen to.
Hmm.
So, we will be willing, if you are agreeable, to meet somewhere in your territory for a meeting.
Sure. I just look over at Celine and just say, would the park be all right?
Yes.
We could always try a little further out, but it's up to you.
We should really set up somewhere we can meet.
I think for now the park would suffice.
Okay. How about the park?
Very well.
Um,
A little bit earlier than this, perhaps. Give us enough time before we all have to retire for the night, for the day.
Sure. Say about 3.
Very well.
All
And he
right.
clicks his heels slightly and nods, and then spins, and they start to walk off.
Is he wearing a trench coat?
More of a suit, but
I don't think I like him.
Does Chrys say that?
Chrys says that.
does Chrys say that before they've gone out of sight and round the corner?
No, they can be out of the way enough.
Okay.
They're Camarilla. You're not supposed to like them.
Does Mac recognize them as being the guys from Elysium, or are they
He
someone
does-
else?
They're probably someone else. You don't
Okay.
recognize them.
So they're not familiar. Fine.
Huh. Looks like we do have neighbors on the other side.
Of course we do. Probably
Wait,
have-
wait, which side? Because are they near the maze or are they not?
It's
closer to the maze,
It's gonna
yeah.
be
They're like in this block.
that block at the.
Did they say that though? Or are we assuming?
They did say they were on the
They
other
did
side
say
of the
it.
road, which is
Oh, I mean, there's a big road. This road. Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Step out
Interesting
from
to-
the alleyway at this point. Just walk out.
Just look at Celine being like, sorry for putting you on the spot there. We'll find a better meeting spot for any future things.
I'll just make sure to move Kayla before 3.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Do you mind if I leave him down in the cellar? Basement?
No, no.
It's sort of what it's for. Safe
No
haven.
offense, but
Thank you.
why are you? Why is he so? Why does he not go out much? Okay, that route. Okay, never mind. Just asking.
He's been through a lot.
Okay.
How much a lot?
We used to live in London.
Oof.
Hmm.
And that's where we met Winnie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Yes.
So, about being a vampire sandwich, we got them on every side.
It's to be
Well-
expected.
True.
We're going to speak with one side of the Oreo, and then go
Yeah.
to speak with the other part of it.
I need to dig in. Do you mind if I head off?
No, please.
Right
Oh
ahead.
yeah.
Please
Thank
do.
you.
Us too, I guess.
Catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
We need to take a bite out of this sandwich. I don't like being surrounded.
it'd be nice if we had a river between us, you know. I feel like the front's in a nice cozy little spot there, you know.
Two
just
sides
take
of a
my
square are
sandwich out of
easier
my
to
pocket.
defend than
Good night, Celine. Bye.
Yeah, good night. Thank you for
Like moving us
Stuff.
along because
Well, we're walking back now. Like,
yeah.
um,
So everyone seems nice until they change their mind.
well, everyone's gonna try be nicey first, aren't they? And then stab you in the
Yeah.
face.
So we know down the front there's at least, what, 3 of them? There's 2 we met, then Roman as well. And they said that there would be other people that, well, I don't know. There's at least 3 of them, though.
well, we have Celine. I'm not going to count Caber because, from a muscle standpoint, there's no. I don't want to drag him into anything, right?
Mm.
True.
He's not part of that.
She did say that we had to not get him involved.
Mm-hmm. And then there's us and technically Gimlet.
Chrys, your buddy's right across the road over there.
Kafka?
Yeah, he ain't far from the front. They're like right on his
Kafka's not
doorstep.
muscly.
Nah, but he's gotta know something.
He's got a bunch of friends there, so
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what's
he's
funny is that Kafka was just visited by Cass today.
not that he'd
earlier
know it.
on. Not that he'll remember.
Say what?
what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to see the funny side of this. I don't know how much you like Caber, but we could really, really fuck with him.
With Caper? Why?
Sorry, not Caber. I meant
Kafka?
Kafka. Distracted.
Well, why would we want to fuck with Kafka? He's been fine.
Oh no, he has. It's just
He's
you ever
he
get
gives
in
it like we
trouble with
trade
him-
information.
if you ever really, truly get in trouble with him, just say the word squirrel. That'll stop him in his tracks.
Is he like
Okay.
Hot dog or something like that?
Does he eat squirrels as well? Because it's kind of he needs. Did
Probably
he offer you a
not.
squirrel?
My guess,
Oh.
this is someone he truly actually cares for. Someone, something. Maybe it's a squirrel. I don't know.
It's a crazy idea, though.
Yeah.
How about before we speak to Roman, we just ask Kafka what he knows about Roman? Take
Yeah.
5 minutes.
We'll have
But
to
then-
trade something with him though, like some information.
Ah, Jesus. Okay, fine. We get him an invite to the Duodenum party or whatever.
Is that going to be a really good having Kafka go
What's
there?
wrong?
What Kafka?
He's like if he's the person who is supposed to know everything, he's going to go in and know all the information for himself. He's not going to need to,
Yeah, he
True.
kind of. I mean, they're probably staying kind of neutral, like to trade info with everyone. So I don't think
Yeah.
that.
My assumption
gonna-
is they wouldn't even want to be there. They'll find out what happened at the thing eventually, so why
Yeah.
bother going? They don't have anything to ask from anyone aside from their usual shtick. Favors for info. So
Yeah.
they'll be right.
I'm just a little nervous about tomorrow, you know? Meeting up
We
in their
could-
territory, walking in, like, what up?
Wait, we're
we
meeting
could
in their
offer
place?
him a
Oh no,
safe
we're meeting them on the road.
meeting.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, they suggested their place, so.
Wait, but we're meeting them on the road.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What if we offered Kafka, because he eats, does he only eat rats?
No, but I mean, and nobody knows if people are on fire.
Well, we do, with Gimlet. Yeah,
Probably. Anyone who wants to roll this, I'll just go with an intelligence occult just for general clan knowledge or politics, actually.
I
Both
could
are the
do
same
both.
for me.
I will do in intelligence occult.
It's a crit.
I got
For
one.
5 successes.
Yeah.
I think he sounds tasty.
Uh,
don't eat Kafka.
So yeah.
I got.
Wait,
Cass,
wait.
yeah.
I wasn't saying to eat Kafka.
Oh, yeah,
No,
he
it's
got
I just got a
bestial
messy crit. is
Well,
all.
yeah, messy
So I'm
crit.
like,
Oh,
they taste
oh
really
god.
good.
Okay, I got two.
So they can exist on like lower life forms, as it were. Rats and whatnot, but you know, the taste obviously isn't as good. So after like a while on rats, if they haven't been going for anything else, offering to set him up or set them up with legit blood could be
Yeah.
could be tempting enough.
The face was because Chrys doesn't like it.
I know.
Not because she wouldn't think it was useful.
Oh yeah, totally. But you know, like
Okay.
this is
Mm.
I think the only person this would occur would be definitely something you'd know about is Cassius. Like it'd be tempting for him and for them.
And I've seen
So-
Kafka eat from a person before, so I know that he does. It's just
He does.
And like, if I see Chrys make that face, though, I'll just be like, "Listen, you can be our equivalent of a vegetarian, but don't knock the way other people eat."
I'm not being a vegetarian. People, are yummy, but not. We've been through this before.
Listen, I agree.
You
know,
do what
it's
you're doing, but
not-
I'm not helping him out. I'm not
You
going.
don't have to
I'm not-
help him, but we need some kind of leverage. And right now, Gimlet is decent enough leverage.
I think he'll appreciate the resonance of a high quality person.
I'm just saying, if we know who our neighbors are, I want to know their resume. And if someone knows them, knows their background, what they were like, if one of them's a
No.
little weasel, then we need
I
to
mean,
know.
we can tell him the info about Gimlet, and he can take someone and get
No. Well,
tested
It's-
if he wants.
it's
If I may, would you like to carry this on next episode? As in, like, would you guys like to head to bed and then you can wake up at the next night and?
yeah. Mid conversation, we're all like, "I'm sleepy."
Well, I mean, you know, it's
Sleepy.
kind of you guys are like arguing all the way back, like discussing
Yeah,
different
yeah.
things, and then
It's just
But
like
let-
get in the
let's-
door and
let's-
be like,
let's break
I don't
for-
even care. I have burgers to eat. Cass has to clean my car, and that's that. Just
I got
take-
$5,000 right here. Woo, a 4 and a
Oh,
bit
you
now.
need to stop
Please
saying that.
do
Someone
not.
will rob you.
So then
Don't-
you can
don't put it
defend
on
me
your
and
bed.
drink them. Then you'll be happy.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
say a bit louder.
I got
$5,000?
G's in my hand.
I mean,
I
you're
got
you're in the
$5 G's.
basement now, so you know.
Oh,
I just pictured Mac dancing, like doing the dancing in the rain dance on the way back with a wad of money.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, can I just check the cellar to make sure that it's like okay?
Yeah.
Or clear, or
It's all
you know,
all
kind of,
clear,
like,
all
cleaned
fine.
up? Okay. Lockable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Take my burgers.
So
I'll take the beanbag.
are you worried about people coming in and stealing your burgers?
Maybe.
So could I get a rouse check from everyone? See if you get hungry through the night. I figure we can do it now. Cass, you
Damn
get hungry.
it!
I'm
No,
not hungry
Oh,
Tess,
wait, no.
you're fine.
You're all right,
Oh,
Tess.
it's
Yeah.
a crit.
Chris, you get hungrier, and Cassius, you get hungrier.
I'm a hunger for.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, dear.
You'll have to remind. I'll have to ask everyone like how their hunger's doing.
Plus.
Just chuck burgers at him.
So there we go, guys. It's the end of the episode. We made it.
That was frustrating.
Did anyone step on any mines?
I feel like probably did, but I really want to know what it was, but Chrys didn't want to know what it was.
So let's go in opposite order for our outros. Chris, Tash.
Hi, I'm Tash. I've done playing Chrys today, who apparently doesn't mind a bit of crime as long as she doesn't know about it. It's fine. I do loads of variety gaming, so I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege a little bit this week, and chilling and chatting. And I really want a snack. Okay, bye.
And Tess Vandy.
Hi, I'm Vandy. I also play variety stuff and do a lot. Well, I'm doing a lot of Animal Crossing right now because it's such a good game. Oh, so good. But you can find me everywhere at OMG Vandy, and I am very excited to hang around with Lamia a little more.
I'm
But
super
also-
curious as to how you found Lamia. Like, because you kept a pretty good straight face on that, but, like, did you
I kept
enjoy
the
that?
straightest face, but there was so much gay behind me. Holy fuck.
She said,
I was wondering if when she came up behind you and, like, had a shoulder to shoulder, I was wondering if...
Literal chills. I sat there and I was just like, oh, I'm too gay. And, like, even Tess would just sit there and be like, yeah. And then when I realized that she, like, drank the drink, I'd just be like, fucking hell. She's the perfect woman.
Evil
You could have a dinner
GM and
date.
stuff.
you could have a dinner with someone.
Yeah, you could have a dinner
There you
date.
I could have a little.
How
And then
about
eat
It's
the
all
waiter.
Tess wants.
It's amazing the way this fucked up mind works.
God damn it. Oh god, this
I do have concerns though.
Oh yeah, hands down. So many.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
big
So many
fears.
concerns.
Did you
Big
see
fears.
how she fucking rocked Cassius with her mind boggles?
Yeah, I slapped him and he did nothing. Like he was just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then clearly it was still in my brain because freaking Gravestone showed up in the dress and I was like,
Well, you failed pretty badly on your occult roll, so there was only one way
Yeah.
that was going.
yeah. So I was like, fuck. Anyway, so that's
Hmm.
all fun, but we'll see what happens with that.
Mac and Hydra.
Up. I had fun. I had lots of fun. Mac was talking to people that could read his mind. He didn't really, I don't think, twig they were reading his mind. He was just in the convo with them. He was just.
They can't really read your mind. Malkavians are weird. They
Well,
pick
they're
up
like.
they pick up
yeah.
vibes and
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a whole
yeah.
kind of like thing there.
So
So
he wasn't quite like knowing exactly what was going on. He was just going with it. And it wasn't so much
Yeah.
a conversation as to an exchange of words and clues, but he just sort of like followed the logic of it as it made sense. And it was loads of fun.
yeah, it was.
And
it was
I had a
really
great
fun.
time.
It was,
And
a really fun little scene.
I want to go back and watch that negotiation again because that just felt like
God.
one of the best like yes and moments that ever.
Malkavians
so
are so yes and that's
Yeah.
Josh
that was
has experienced me playing a Malkavian as like a full-on character, and
Yeah.
like I loved Digby. He's so weird.
Yep.
Which
So
is
I've
my
seen a
Malkavian
nutty-
character.
well, I've seen perhaps more of a stereotype Malkavian now because this is my first
Yeah.
venture into the setting. So it's curious to see the sort of the trope in its normal light.
Yeah,
So who knows if that will rub off on Mac eventually? Who knows? Maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
but no,
but
it was it was very fun to introduce Mac and you to a Malkavian.
Yeah, it was magical. It was magical and helpful.
Mm.
I hope.
Well, you kind of weirdly got into a situation where you have to organize the beat now, which I wasn't expecting, but
That
He
was,
hasn't
that was
said
actually
that-
my intention. Out of character was to offer to do so
Oh.
in exchange for something. But it was like, well, the guy insisted $5,000 was what he was going to give, and it was like, well, that'll do.
beware of
Um,
eccentric rich people, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like-
but hear me out. Like, A, we've secured an invite for us.
Yeah.
Because we have some control over organizing it, and B, we have some control over organizing it. And Max, one of his biggest frustrations is right now is not having any connections and friends and people that owe him. And now he has something that he can go around and be like, yo,
Kind of seems like he made a friend as well.
could be. They could be best buds. They could be arch enemies. I have no idea. They
And
could be
also,
both.
you made $5,000, which, considering most of you are pretty poor, is not
Yeah.
terrible.
That's not terrible. That's going to go towards something. We'll
Oh,
find
yeah.
out soon.
Yeah.
Something.
Some.
And finally, Josh and Cassius. How are you guys feeling? Did I
Hey.
make you feel better this week?
Well, you kind of did.
Yeah.
You definitely
I literally
told me to
made
feel
you
better.
feel better.
You're like, hey, sad sack, tough up. I was like, okay. So, next time Cass sees Lamia, he's going to kick her fucking head in.
Willie.
Or at least restrain his urge to.
Oh man, she enjoyed playing with you so much.
Yeah, I bet she did. I bet she did.
Did you like the fact that she actually paid attention to Cassius while Tess was in the room?
I don't think he noticed that. He wasn't paying attention to Tess at that point, so it was just kind of a... yeah, it was really fun. And
Starting to get a picture of the city, all the frontiers and borders, and a lot more NPCs coming out the woodwork.
Worried about how screwed we are, but I've been wanting to invite Tess to do a weird occult ritual forever.
That's amazing.
It's
That's
kind
amazing.
of like, because Tess is sitting there like, I am so uncomfortable, but every time Tess brings Cass in to do so many like uncomfortable conversations and stuff, it's like almost what she fucking deserves.
Oh,
like
we did almost get a landmine for Tess, like looking into the dreams and everything. I wouldn't call it a landmine just because it wasn't like a big kind of reveal or anything dramatic, but just talking about the dreams and that with Gravestone.
Brain
the ability
stuff
to
starting to make more
possibly
sense.
talk to the dead.
Yeah. And we got to look at how the veil of, you know, undead of death and spirits and that, like how it works in this situation. And also why obviously Gravestone can't just bring people through and be like, yo, what's up? This is a dead person. Because he literally leaves a giant hole in the fucking
Veil.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Makes
If
sense,
ever
though.
we wanted shit to go really to shit, we could just be like, and then dip.
No, literally, if like as I said when we were coming up with this game and you guys were all joining in, it's a sandbox. So if you guys want to fuck shit up, you can actually get Gravestone to punch a hole through, and spirits will fucking pour through that shit.
Maybe
wait
let's
till
leave
I
that
can-
as a last resort kind of
I'm
thing.
gonna see
First
if I can
resort.
like control shit first. Maybe.
Yeah, no, it would be uncontrolled, so it would be
Oh fuck.
it would be absolute mayhem.
Perfect.
But you know, like that can be fun.
Hmm.
And yeah, what else happened?
Who are you, Sheepy?
Just too many people to like, you know. I realized actually, and hands up for this, I actually messed up Jezebel's accent. She's not Irish.
No, I know.
She's a bit more like kind of like this, but
I don't know where her accent's from.
it's kind of Eastern European-ish.
Yeah.
So that's me being dumb, and just FYI for everyone, that's me having too many NPCs and too many accents and like different types of voices to 100% remember. But in the future, she will sound a bit more like this. Not so much with the "Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you."
It was a bit thrown off.
Slightly
I was
more
like,
Miria.
So, for everyone on YouTube, links will be in description for all these lovely people. Please go give them a look and a follow, check out their content, check out what they're doing, give them love and attention, and I will leave you on the thought that 2 of our characters and players today literally walked across the main plot line and did not notice.
Hmm?